and we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing is the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel, it's just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to Just to feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't want to talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats will tell lies that they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this good Tuesday? We back again to get boxing. It's JusDueBoxing. Y'all catch this on the playback. You already know the drill. Come join the family. Sub to the channel. Smash that like button. Turn them notifications on and come rock out with the fam. What's good with everybody, man? How y'all feeling today? We got a nice boxing build, man. Something that I was thinking about that I came across, my desk, so to speak, man. And, it's been a lot of talk about Terence Crawford, especially since this surprising one-sided victory that he got on the 29th. And got a lot of people talking for, rightfully so, right? The man deserves his flowers. But, I came across something that I seen from Teddy Atlas that I thought was worth a good conversation, man. And I played that clip in the beginning because I believe, that's a big part of what drives Terence Crawford and what makes him great. You get what I'm saying? I think, him feeling like people doubting him and not giving him his just due and his credit. Like, look at his mom. His mom told him he wasn't going to be nothing. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't going to be nothing. She was trying to pay people to beat this guy up. So I think that's truly what drives this dude to be great, man. But let me say what's up to the family, man. Let me say what's up. Opulent LDTV, first one in the building. What's good? Blessings, Brody. How you feeling? BN Boxing News. What's good, fam? How you feeling? Miss JusDueBoxing, my baby girl. How you feeling? Appreciate you as well. Dante All Boxing Talk. What's good with it? LaMarcus, what's going on, bro? Mike Kirkland, my bro. What's good with it? How you feeling? Shower Allah. Salute to the queen. How you feeling? Mike Kirkland, man, pardon me if I miss my bro Mike Kirkland. What's good with it, Mike? L-Dub Boxing, what's good? That's my guy right there. Appreciate you, L-Dub. You already know. Edgar Chavez jersey is in the building. Chop, what's good with it? I'd like to see Bud move up. Me too, and I think he will. I think he will. We're gonna talk about my aunties are like Mama Crawford, tough love. Hey, you get it, right? So we're gonna talk about that. That's why I played that clip. You get what I'm saying? Late style, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Salute to everybody, man. But we gonna build on this. And like Dub said, man, look, tough love is something that man always got, you know, from the crib. You get what I'm saying? You got here on one end is, you know, it's the dad telling him he gonna be great, but you got the one that he's searching for validation, seeking validation from his mom, telling him he ain't gonna be ish, and you know, even paying people to beat him up. I think that was tough love, and I think it truly created the monster, the beast that is Terence Crawford. I really believe that. I believe, you know, that chip on his shoulder. She put that chip on his shoulder by, you know, talking to him the way she did, and like you heard what she said. He just wanted to hear her say, you know, I love you, and she never did it. You get what I'm saying? And I think that continued to fuel this man. And if you think about it, right? If you think about it, look at Terence Crawford and the way he carry it now throughout his career, right? Just tell me if I'm crazy. Just look at the way he carry it, bro. He is genuinely fueled by what he perceived to be hatred, people not giving him his just due, his proper credit, and just people just underestimating him. You get what I'm saying? And I like I said, man, I truly believe that created the monster that we got right now in Terence Crawford. Celestial Being, what's good with it? Can fight Errol for more publicity now. Yeah, I have to see EJ up at 54 if he want that. Same in Texas. Oh yeah, y'all hot out there, man. Y'all stay safe in that heat, man. Ashley's Corner, what's good with it, cuzzo? How you feeling? Judah Ben, my bro, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? But like a Coben boxing, that work ethic is crazy. He definitely got the Mamba mentality when it comes to work ethic, and that's something that I see SHAKUR Stevenson keep speaking about. He say, you know, he hasn't seen a guy in boxing that works harder than Terence Crawford. And again, you know, just the different topics and different things that people are speaking on made me want to come back and get his man his flowers. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that, but again, it's this conversation ain't so much about him fighting Errol Spence. It's the guy that I think is Terence Crawford, you know, and what makes him tick, what makes him great. And like I said, I truly think this dude is fueled and genuinely motivated by people that don't give him his credit. And just look at the way he carried. Just look at what he focused on. Like, he gonna make everybody eat their words. Like, even in the crowd, the way he was going at the crowd is just like, it's like bulletin board material for him. Do not get that man any extra motivation to want to put hands on you. You get what I'm saying? He already had his mom doing it from the jump. You get what I'm saying? He'd be damned if he take it from anybody else. And like I said, I think that's truly has been a driving force into making this dude great. He refused, you get what I'm saying, to lose. And he hell bent on proving people wrong because he been being told from a kid, from his mom, that he wasn't going to be ish. You get what I'm saying? Then he figured you get in the pros and they still treating you like that. So again, man, I just think it created a hell of a fighter, a hell of a monster that is Bud Crawford, man. He different. Yeah, facts. You get what I'm saying? Facts, L-Dub. You get what I'm saying? I thought y'all would appreciate that. I thought that was a good clip to start the live off about Bud Crawford. No Smoke TV. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. What's good with Bud? Is that Negro? Absolutely is. Bud cannot be everyone 54. We're going to talk about that. We can't beat Boots, in my opinion. I feel you, cuz we definitely going to talk about it. Mike, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling today? Appreciate you pulling up. So I met two Crawford's aunts last week at the bar. What was cool as hell, even though I told them I had Spence. Right. That's the thing about him and Earl. Bud has to take the rematch. Yeah, that's facts. Facts. Jonathan, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Just glad the world is now seeing the way we have been seeing Bud the way we have been for years. Yeah, sometimes people just a little late to the party. Sometimes people expectations and our feelings toward a fighter stops them from being able to recognize how good of or how special of a fighter, you know what I mean, that he's been through the years. Uncle Floyd Hypocrite talking about fair deals. Jonathan, what's good with it? We're gonna build on that a little bit too, man. Been a nice summer, man. Right. Jose Diaz, what's good, family? How you feeling? What's good with it? But yeah, so look, man, this is what I think. You said Bud is great, but at 54, it's a lot of different style fighters. Will make him the favorite, but could get upset. Yeah, right. So look, we're gonna talk about it. You know, this quote, this quote, this statement, this came from Teddy Atlas. And like I said, he just feels like, you know, feels like simply put, Bud Crawford is just that guy. He's that talented, and he feels like he beats everybody at 154. And look, I get it, man. Stylistically, like, you know, it's not nobody that you're gonna be able to put him in a ring with that he's not gonna be able to handle his own against. There's just nobody that, you get what I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying he'll just get in here and beat all these people. Hey, Beezy, what's good with it, fam? Appreciate you stopping through, man. Much love and appreciation, fam. Salute to you. Appreciate you stopping through. Your boy SHAKUR. Yeah. The only thing I'll say real quick about that, and I'll jump back to Bud Crawford. I know a lot of people want to look at everything SHAKUR say and kind of magnify it. The only thing I'll say about that, because I'm a realist, right? And that's my guy. Y'all know that's my favorite fighter, unapologetically. But the only thing I could say about that situation is, you know, I think if you talking about the Showtime situation, you can't expect, you know, Showtime to promote you and you being a top ranked fighter. Like, they just not going to do it. So I don't think it was a matter of like blackballing. I just think it was a matter of them choosing not to promote a guy that's not their fighter. You get what I'm saying? I think that's all it was. I don't think it was malicious intent behind it. You get what I'm saying? Maybe try to look into it deeper, but just glancing at the situation and seeing it for what it is, I don't think they try to blackball him. I just think they didn't, you know, they refused to promote a fighter that's not theirs. You know that ring don't lie. Because I think Boots is better than both EJ and Bud. I just never said it. I'm an EJ fan, and Boots is it's an EJ weight class. I feel that, because Mill City Boxing was good with it, fam. Appreciate you stopping through. I feel that. I definitely feel that. But yeah, in terms of SHAKUR, that's the only thing I'll say. But I think when it comes to him, like, ever since the situation with Devin Haney came about, I think people are looking for any reason to try to make him look like something that he not. And again, you could call it crying. I could just say, I think he's misunderstanding that situation completely. Maybe he's not considering the fact that, you know, you're not on their side of things, so they're not gonna, you know, look to promote you in any way, shape, or form unless you're actively fighting one of their guys or unless you on the PVC side of things. You get what I'm saying? That's all. I don't think it was that big a deal. I just think people magnify everything when it's SHAKUR. I think they do. And again, I noticed most of his criticism and some of it, a lot of it is his own fault, his own doing, because he's very vocal on Twitter, right? So I think everybody just kind of hold their hat on everything he say. Like they just hold him to everything he say and they overdo it. Like, it's not that big a deal. You know what I'm saying? Not to me. Uncle Floyd trying to save Corey from death. Nah, I think he just spoke what he felt like was his truth, right? SHAKUR is going to learn one day that not everything needs a comment. True. And I think he'll understand that through time, growth. You get what I'm saying? SHAKUR in the thumbnail, super clickbait. I get. I think they took him off too, though. Mill. I think they took him off once he started, like, you know, going back and forth a little bit with Espinoza or whatever it was. But yeah, man, salute to the young king, man. SHAKUR, time is coming sooner than later, in my opinion. He just got to stay the course. You get what I'm saying? And I agree 1,000,000% with Cuzzo. That's one thing I was thinking in my head too, like reading this stuff. Like, a lot of this stuff you don't even got to respond to, because you never going to win the public perception, public opinion. You just never going to get everybody to see where you coming from, even if you got a point. You get what I'm saying? Like, simply put, him saying that he's worth more than 25% and people making that out to be that he asked for 50 and priced himself out, is just weird. It's weird energy, but his time is coming. He just got to stay the course, man. Stay the course. Don't worry about Showtime. You on Top Rank. Keep being, you know, the absolute star that you are on Top Rank, man. Just keep shining, man. Keep shining. Don't get sidetracked by none of this other stuff. It's not important. The real ones know. Bud knows that you helped him prepare for Errol. Like, the world know that, even if they don't want to admit it. They know that. You get what I'm saying? He got you. You kept that man sharp in there. We know what time it is. He said Uncle Floyd choose. Yeah, we're gonna play that. We're gonna get into it, but let me finish building on Crawford real quick, and we're gonna get to it, Shakur. Don't get special. I'm telling you. That's why I say most of his criticism is about things that he say, not nothing. Notice it's not nothing in the ring. So I'm cool with it. Like, you know what I mean? Long as he handling business in the ring, I'm cool with all this other stuff people talking about. It's entertaining. You get what I'm saying? It's entertainment, and I'm gonna treat it like that. But anyway. Yeah, man, just getting a Bud Crawford, right? Teddy Atlas feels like this man is special and he can beat anybody at 154. Now, look, style-wise, skill-wise, yeah, he got the skill and the talent to compete with anybody at 154. Will he have a realistic chance of beating just about anybody at 54? Yeah, but will he just go in there and beat him? The way Teddy Atlas made it seem like, it's just not a chance that anybody else at 54 has a shot at beating him since he beat Spence. So I just don't think that's I don't look at it that way, but I do look at him as being very dangerous and in a very prime position to be able to deliver and really make more history for himself. If he plays his cards right, it all depends on how he moves. You get what I'm saying? RSV, what's good with it, family? Appreciate you stopping through. So again, man, I get it. The performance against EJ was unexpected. It was spectacular. All those things are true, but again, 154 is still a whole new weight class, right? It's still a whole new weight class, and we all know just straight out of Terence Crawford's mouth, he had to grow into 147. You get what I'm saying? When he got there, he wasn't, exactly a full-fledged welterweight just yet. It took him a few years, you know what I'm saying, to get comfortable. And then, he grew into the weight class. You get what I'm saying? And I think the same transition could be possible for 154 as well, right? If you just being logical. If he had to grow into a previous weight class that he moved into, you figure he move up to 54. It will be normal or logical to think that he will have to acclimate and kind of grow into that weight class as well. So I think in that acclimation period is where the fights for him at 54 would be the most dangerous, meaning his first couple of fights, I think at the weight class will be the most dangerous. You get what I'm saying? I don't know exactly how many fights he got left, but I know this guy not planning on fighting until he's 40. You get what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna see. We gonna see. I like what Teddy Atlas said. I hear him, but we still got to wait and see. I can't just anoint him the king of 154 without having a single fight there because he beat Spence at 47. You get what I'm saying? So you can see what Bill said on 78. Nah, I caught some of it. I didn't catch all of it. I didn't, but we could pull that up too, man. That's what we here to do. We here to build, man. We're going to talk about all this. We're going to talk about it all. Salute to Miss Joette. Appreciate you stopping through. Queens, I think Shakur above. Fight way more than we think. I think so too. And I don't want to say it like, on a like that he's the reason or nothing like that. But I'm just thinking in terms of the work that he offered, I think it was more quality and meaningful than what some people might believe. I'm not saying that's the sole reason or sole purpose that Bud went there and won that fight at all. But I do think, and again, one of the reasons why I felt that way is because after Bud seen him in the locker room, how tight he hugged him, it was just different. It was like a lot. That little video, that clip, that was worth 1,000 words, 1,000,000. Like that hug said so much without them saying anything. You get what I'm saying? And I know I just felt that energy. I'm like, he appreciate that man for being there and keeping him sharp. And I think that's just what it was. I think he really did help him, and quality helped too. A1 Hoop Zone, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. First thing Bud did. I mean, Lefty, it's been years since. Yeah, I think it was 6-7 years, maybe 6-7 years. But nonetheless, he did what he did. Now, he's the talk. He's the talk of the streets right now, rightfully so. A lot of people just want to see what his next move is going to be. People seen the back and forth a little bit with him and Charlo, him saying he's willing to go up there and fight him. Charlo saying he's willing to come back down after he's done fighting Canelo. So we don't know, but I don't know if I see that. You get what I'm saying? And in the meantime, what is he going to do? You get what I'm saying? After you figure after him and Spence completely close their chapter with each other, maybe they get a rematch. Maybe it's at 54, whatever the case may be. I just don't know how long Bud will stick around after that. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know how much greatness is he really going to be around to chase at 154. But I do believe he'll be in a very, very good position. You get what I'm saying? It all depends on how the cards, how the cookie crumble, how the cards, you know what I mean, lay out. Like Dev always touching niggas up in spawn. You supposed to, man. That's where you get your work in at, man. That's where you get your work in. Ain't no next move besides rematch of EJ. Everything else just talk the contract. Nah. That's why I said after he closed the chapter with EJ, it's a next move. Like I don't think after he fights him, he retires, right? I think he'll have another fight or two in him, is what I think. So I'm just going off of, you know, what I think is possible for this dude. And again, I'm not going to anoint him the king. You get what I'm saying? I at least want to see how he does there. And who knows, man, this rematch could play out a totally different way at 54. I know that's something that a lot of people not expecting, or they're not confident or you know, hopeful that that'll happen. But I think it's a possibility that the fight plays out a bit different at 54. Who knows what the result, if it changes the result. But I think that the actual fight in itself will be a different fight. You get what I'm saying? That's me personally. I just don't think you could, you know, shrink down as long as he's been shrinking down with no penalty, is what I'm saying. With no penalty. So, yeah. Right. That's why even Crawford himself, A1, he said, you know, as far as anything else, it's the rematch first. You get what I'm saying? He handles that business. But again, you know, we like to peek into the future just a bit. You know what I mean? Because it's on the way. It's pretty much, I think he's done with 47. You get what I'm saying? As well, Fish Grease was good with it, fam. Well, Avengers lost. Talk to him, being boxing news. EJ gonna avenge that loss. Talk to him. I'm confident it will be a different outcome. Put my money where my mouth at. Talk to him, A1. Man, I mean, you got confidence, man, that he can go and get it back. EJ said he getting it back in blood. You know what I'm saying? He getting it back in blood. So, sure, the rematch different, but I gotta go favor Crawford this time. Nah, that's reasonable though, Mike. That's reasonable, bro. That's reasonable. It's reasonable as hell. You know what I mean? Especially after the showing, the outing that he just had. You get what I'm saying? He showed you know, an extreme level of discipline and focus in that fight. You get what I'm saying? I say this all the time. Like, it's not that he got in there in the fight and showed us something that he never did before. I just think the level of focus and discipline was different in this fight. And I think it heavily favored him, you know, him being switched on, focused, locked in and disciplined in that regard. I think that helped him a lot. But yeah, I definitely, you know, just going off of what I see and what I think. You know what I mean? I do think a rematch would play out differently. I do. Not saying the outcome would be any different, but I do see different action in a rematch. We're gonna have to wait and see. But like I said, you know, his performance against EJ was so convincing to some people that they pretty much anointing him the king. You get what I'm saying? They pretty much anointing him the king and saying, you know, he'll beat everybody at 154 is what Teddy Atlas said, man. So again, it's wishful thinking, but at the same time, I do understand why he's saying that. And a lot of times, oftentimes, people are prisoners of the moment, man. We've all been victim of it at some point or another. And I just think at this point, some people are being prisoners of the moment. Like you know, 54 is not going to just be no easy division to conquer, despite what he thinks. You get what I'm saying? Like bro mentioned, you got a lot of different styles. You know, guys are bigger, stronger. You know the whole bit. So it's a new experience. So I think, you know, at least before you could anoint him, at least he got to acclimate to the division the same way he did at 147. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's reasonable. Mike Biggs boxing, my bro. What's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Like that? What's good with it? Rematch, EJ in Spain, enjoying life. Yeah, he sure is. He sure is. He's supposed to, though. He's supposed to. Right. Talk to him. Yeah, man. He definitely earned it for now. So we'll just have to wait and see. But it's some very entertaining and interesting matchups that can be made at 154 outside of him and EJ. You know, once they square their business away, I do expect them to at least have another fight or two. You get what I'm saying? So who that next person or two will be remains to be seen, because he got to finish he got to close the chapter with Spence. So we're gonna see. But like I said, I know he's aiming at Crawford. I mean, he's aiming at Charlo, it seems like, and even Charlo's entertained coming back down. But that's a lot of weight, you get what I'm saying, to be playing with. So I just don't know if things will change between now and then. You get what I'm saying? That's just one of those wait and see kind of situations. I know what Charlo's saying now, but people can change their mind. You get what I'm saying? Move more boxer punches makes it a different fight, right? Yeah, he definitely a tough fight. But my biggest concern would be the dropping of the weight. You get what I'm saying? Right. Facts. Absolutely, Shower. He definitely suspended, so he might as well go enjoy it. For sure. The rematch, he can do it in Dallas. And wishful thinking. Out there, I don't think that'll ever happen. He's just be laughing at all the fickle fans and hate with that energy, right? Gotta laugh at him. You gotta laugh at the people that write you off after you lose. You know what I'm saying? You got to. You know, a lot of people expecting them, you know, to be soaking in misery and stuff, but that's just not the way. That's not the way to deal with it. You know what I mean? He know he made some mistakes. He's gonna have to go fix them joints and get back to it. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, Crawford is enjoying being a two-weight, two-division undisputed champion. You get what I'm saying? Much respect to him. Let's see what he got. Let's see what he got left, you know, in terms of greatness and what he's going to pursue. You get what I'm saying? I think Charlo is a bit of a stretch because he's lined up with CANELO right now. And, you know what I mean? Timing is everything. And time ain't on his side. So he only getting older. So we're going to see. You get what I'm saying? He got to strike now while the iron hot. Boy, man, he didn't sign David Court. Floyd, my God, Floyd was on it, man. Y'all ain't like that from Floyd. But again, salute to Terence Crawford. Y'all smash that like button. Like I said, I think what a big driving force for Terence Crawford is doubt, and him thinking people, you know, are either against him, hate him, or just simply doubting him or underestimating him. All those things fuel this man. And like I said, it started since he was a jit, with his mom telling him he wasn't going to be nothing. And I think, you know, she put that chip on his shoulder, and I think he's carried that chip with him each and every time that he's gotten to the boxing ring. I think every single time, especially as a professional. And you just think about it. Think about what gets Terence Crawford going. The thought of people doubting him and saying what he can't do, or the opponent talking crazy, always lights a fire under that dude. Yo, he really is truly, you know, energized by hatred, and he's fueled by it. So it's like, that's why I think he carries his career the way he do it. I think now that's why he makes some of the statements that he make, because that's what drives him. You get what I'm saying? He need that extra bit. You get what I'm saying? I think to make him who he is, and it makes him very dangerous, man. Like I said, he been getting doubted by his mom. You know what I mean? From since a jit. So he'd be damned if he turned professional and we be doubting him. So I just think that built, you know, a certain level of like he said, rage and anger in this dude, and he's a mean guy in that ring for sure. You get what I'm saying? He's a mean dude up in there. So we gonna see, man. I just don't like Floyd turns pro. Black and never gave more than 25%. Yeah, Bud got the mama mentality. Absolutely, he do. Absolutely. Doubters and haters are good fuel to motivate. Mike, that's what this man is genuinely fueled by. He's genuinely fueled by it. You get what I'm saying? Hatred and people, him feeling like the world against him. You get what I'm saying? So think about what his talking points was. He gonna make people eat their words, man. Y'all gonna have to give him his credit. Like, that's all he focused on, because that's what drives him, I think, and it makes him dangerous. You get what I'm saying? And it makes him focus. You get what I'm saying? And I think when he got in the ring, he realized how great EJ was as a fighter. So he realized how you know, switched on he had to be. He damn was he ever switched on. You get what I'm saying? It was a driving force. And again, over here on my channel, I just don't have a problem, you know, giving people their just due, because that's what I represent. So it just was something that I seen, you know, that I thought made sense, man. And again, you know, just hearing the way his mom talked and then seeing the way he carried it throughout his career, like I said, I think it's just safe to say that that was a real reason for why he carried it the way he did, his pro career. You know what I'm saying? Giving him too much praise might make him slip. We need the haters. Right. Right. And you notice he don't focus on nothing. He don't focus. 817, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? I do want to drop the link. I did want to hear what people wanted to say about this. What y'all think about Teddy Atlas saying Bud Crawford beats everybody at 54? You get what I'm saying? No questions asked. Spence better tell me what makes him dangerous. They are calling him Stingray, not Shark guy. They can have the jokes now, but he's still that guy. Undeniably, Errol Spence is still that guy. You get what I'm saying? And he more so that guy. Like, he's so much that guy. Look what Terence Crawford told him after the win. He told him, yo, if it wasn't for you, this fight wouldn't have happened. That's real. That's real. That's how you know Bud Crawford realer than some of his fans are, because he was man enough to say that and admit that and be real about it. And the explanation he gave for why he said that was a real one. He told him, he said, yeah, they both had to come and sit down to the table and make concessions and agree. But ultimately, he said all the cards was in Errol Spence's hand. He could have easily just walked away and decided not to fight. He said, nah, he didn't do that. He said he stuck to his word. He said because of that, he's the reason this fight was made. He deserves more credit. You get what I'm saying? Seen unseen boxing, what's good with it, fam? I just thought that was real. That's dope to hear. And listen, reading comments, fight drives me up a wall. I feel you, but pull the TO. Make everybody eat their words. Yeah, that's what his focus was. You know what I mean? That's what his focus was. But again, I don't want to get into the fight because it wasn't the fight that I was talking about. I really wanted to talk, you know, we passed that for now. And, you know, a lot of the talk is centered around him and what he can do at 54. I think it's a lot of interesting matchups. Once him and Spence finally close their chapter, they get their business fully squared away, get their rematch on. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, win, lose, or draw, what he does next and who he actually actively pursues. Because like I said, I hear the Charlo thing, but we all know Charlo got business up there. He busy, as he said months before. I'm busy. You know what I mean? Tell Crawford to fight somebody else. I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see, man. We gonna see. But just for him to run through the division, I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Like, I think it's gonna be you know, a hell of a challenge. And like I said, if you had to acclimate to the previous weight class of 147, I think it's safe to say you'll have to acclimate at 54. And I believe those acclimation fights, those first very two fights, will be the most dangerous fights for him. You get what I'm saying? For that reason, simply because he's acclimating to the weight class. But age showing now, he better becoming a better man. You gotta appreciate it. Now, he the way he dealt with that situation after winning, I respected it for sure. Yeah, I get the trolling. But I'd be damned if I be bothered by it. Spence is so unbothered, and I love to see it, bro. Nothing better than seeing a dude like that be unbothered the way he is, bro. He don't care about none of that they talking about. He enjoying life. He ain't mad about nothing. He ain't salty. Life goes on, man. Life goes on and greatness continues, bro. You know what I mean? Get back at it, man. After you get him a good, much deserved rest. You know what I'm saying? Much deserved rest. Y'all smash the like button for me if y'all have it. But like I said, man, all that doubting that his mom did, you know, all that tough love that she showed, it really it built and created a monster in Bud Crawford, man. And that's single-handedly, I think, was one of his biggest driving forces to being a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Constantly wanting her, seeking her validation and her approval and her love. And I think, you get what I'm saying? He's carried that into the ring with him each of the times he stepped in there. You get what I'm saying? I think it's simply made him a very successful fighter. You know what I'm saying? Very successful. Like, how many people do you know moms is trying to pay kids in the neighborhood to beat their kid up? I'm talk about tough love, it don't get no tougher than that. You get what I'm saying? You want to pay people to beat your baby boy up. You get what I'm saying? Your baby boy. Spence got me, but oh yeah, nah, I get you, Shower, I get you, Castano, Fundora, Tim Zoo. So I'm glad we getting into that. So again, I told y'all, I did drop the link for anybody that y'all wanted to come up. I wanted to actually hear what people had to say about this. What y'all think about Teddy Atlas' comments, man? This one, you know what I'm saying? He said he will dominate. Not only will he beat everybody at 154, he said he will dominate the current fighters at 154, as he's done at 147. He said, including Jermell Charlo. You know what I'm saying? I hear people saying that he should try to take a crack at Tim Zoo. And again, it's just another interesting matchup. You just don't know how to play out. You get what I'm saying? And I'm sticking to what I'm saying. I'm not saying he can't go to 54 and be great. But what I am saying, I think the first couple fights will be the most dangerous ones for him, as he's simply acclimating to a new weight class. You get what I'm saying? Weighing 154 is one thing, but actually fighting at the weight, making the 154 weight limit and rehydrating and fighting at that weight is something different. And I think just like, he had to, acclimate at 147, like I've been saying, I think the same will be at 154. You know what I mean? But once he's there, you're going to see the best version of him, I believe, there. You get what I'm saying? And it's just that simple. I think that's kind of how his career went for him at 47. You know what I mean? I think the performances, although the competition wasn't ideal, right? And a lot of people question it, but I think if you paid attention, as he got more comfortable and grew into the weight classes, the performances got, more convincing to a certain degree, right? I mean, yeah, it's very, very few challenges that at 47. You get what I'm saying? He pretty much handled those dudes. Hard to say when Mel already cleaned the division. He's older than these guys and running through clean out division, right? I mean, it just ain't gonna be easy for him to do. I know it's easier. It's always easier said than done, right? But he got Mr. Teddy Atlas, man, seems to think that nobody beats him. Let me see if I can go. Let me see if I can pull up. Every time we move up, it's dangerous facts. Ain't I'm saying always. It definitely don't get easier. It get a little more difficult. Challenges get a little bit more hefty. Let me see if I can play his comments now for y'all. Pull this up.
Do you think he can beat the 154 Charlo?
I mean, there does come a ceiling of how far you can move up. He's moved up, 3-4 weight classes already? 3, I guess. How many more can you move up? Lomachenko moved up 3, but then, he got to his limit. You can see he can't go past lightweight. And he's different. Crawford's got a different body. He's got a different skeleton that, you can put some mass on it because of how wiry and tall he is, how long his arms are. So he's got a little different structure that way where you can add to it. But there does get to be a limit. But obviously it depends who the fighter is at that next weight class. I'll put it this way. I don't see any fighter. See, I'll remove the weight for 2 seconds. I don't see any fighter at that next weight class. You mentioned Charlo as a possibility. That is as good as him, close to being as good as him, or capable of beating him. And I don't know that weight is going to change that. That's my answer.
I agree.
I don't know that weight's going to change. I mean, we're not talking about going to heavyweight, but I'm saying another step with who's there. He is so superior. And again, it takes these challenges in his mind to bring out stuff that we had never seen with him before. I knew it was there. I felt I knew it was there. But we seen peaks of it. We seen glimpses of it, parts of it, no doubt, but never all of it. And here's the scary part. I don't know if we've seen all of it yet. And in his mind, he's probably saying, you haven't seen all of it yet. Give me one more challenge. And let me open another door in my room. Because that's what the great ones think. So I'll tell you, the only thing that does ring a little bit to me when you ask that question, there's one other thing. And that guy is undefeated. Even Crawford might have trouble with him. And that's Father Time, where, that does play in at some point. And he is 35, 36 years old. That does play in at some point. But I always say, in boxing, you don't judge a guy's age chronologically so much as you do by the amount of punishment they've taken in their career. How many punches they've been hit. How worn are they? Crawford,
good, bro.
He's got a lot of tread on the tires. He don't have a lot of miles on the odometer when you look at it that way. He's fresh. So I don't know. I wish he was 10 years younger and I mean this, because he's that special that I'd love to see, what other continents he could conquer out there. What other lands he could go and put his flag into that land and saying, okay, this is my land now. I mean, you don't get a chance to see that. You don't get a chance to see that too often.
Well, who's the best pound for pound? Whose performance was more impressive?
Crawford,
in a way,
I'll tell you right now.
Don't answer yet.
No, I got to tell you, Crawford and in a way, you could make them 1 and 1A. Is that fair? 1 and 1A, and you could interchange them. I can't put Crawford. I can't put anyone ahead of Crawford. I can't. But I could put Inoue right there on the same shelf as him. I could put him right there, 1 and 1A, or whatever you're comfortable with. He has those traits I talked about with Crawford. Inoue has them. Inoue has them. The ability, the cerebralness, the calm, the eyes, the instincts. He's got all of that.
Salute to my bro Mike Kirkland at Super Chat. Teddy be guessing wrong sometimes like the rest of us, even though a world-class trainer. Absolutely facts. All facts. And that's why a lot of times when we do these builds, I try not to come from a place where I'm saying I'm disagreeing with him, right? It's just something we play what he said and I just get my thoughts on it, right? I just got to, slightly different train of thought. But I get what he's saying, though. I get what he's saying and where he's going. And again, after seeing how impressive Crawford was, a lot of people feel like that guy is just going to be a very difficult guy to beat. Some guys feel like, still some challenges out there. One definitely being the boots in is right off the bat. Just to name one guy's, that people feel like will really test him. You go up to 54, you got a number of different guys up there. I don't know what Charlo's future is going to be at 54. He was there, but you get what I'm saying? You got other guys there, the Fundoras of the world, even though he got stopped, and Brian Mendoza's, the Tim Zoos, and you know what I'm saying? But you got Erickson Lubin up there as well. Jesus Ramos is some fun matchups to make up there for sure, but it's just a matter of, like he mentioned, Father Time, because don't expect Crawford to stick around well until his 40s or something, because that's not what he's going to do.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
To my bro Mike Kirkland, full of it. Smack the Bud on War National TV for the privilege Ukrainians so I don't listen to this. He say for real. Yeah, I feel you, Rose. Oshaki is fighting. Yeah, man. I'm glad to see Oshaki back, man. I'm glad to see him back in the building. My Brody Zoom verse was good with it. Peace and blessing to you, Zoom. How you feeling, bro? It's my guy right there, man. Appreciate you sliding through. So some people saying Crawford legs are gone. I don't agree. I just think he haven't faced an athletic fighter since Porter. Yeah, I feel you. I don't think that the legs are gone, right? I just feel like the way that he used to, the ways of him using his legs, the way he once did at 140 is over, right? And I just don't, you get what I'm saying? It's just what it is, right? But I don't feel like it's because his legs is gone. I just don't feel like we'll see him fight that way again. But I could be wrong. We'll see. But I don't think it's a matter of his legs being gone. I just don't feel like he moves. Of course, you know what I mean? At 35, closing in on 36, you're not going to move the same way you once did. You know what I mean? At 25, 26, or, you know what I mean? We teach what's good with it. Teach. So, you know, I'm picking Fundora to beat anyone he fights, win or lose. Plastic man. I'm telling you, Fundora is an interesting matchup for anybody because he's so damn tall and long. I'm telling you, man, it's like fighting Dazlim off Street Fighter. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you it is. But that's what Teddy, those was, you know, that was what the words straight from the horse's mouth in Teddy Atlas. You know what I mean? He feels like that he's levels above these other guys at 54 right now. He feels like he'll just clean them out. Said Charlo included. You get what I'm saying? But I think these fights will be a lot more difficult than what he's explaining. I guess he's just going with the end result. At the end, he feel like Crawford beats them all. But I feel like it's tough. Definitely got to proceed with caution with Brother Rouge. Oh, though at 154, Lubin and Ramos, a horrible matchups with Bud style, and very entertaining and interesting matchups, bro. For him. Very. I got you. I got you, Joe. 36, so you can start the slip. Some too. Spence got to put that last great performance, so 154 could be great fights. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I got you. Give me a sec. All right, I'm gonna play this joint from Floyd, man. So we're gonna move to this. But again, you know, Bud, salute to Bud Crawford, man, and you know, just keep being great. I can't wait to see what's next. You know what I mean? Between him and my guy EJ, and from there we'll see what's next after that. Undercard boxing blessings, family. How you feeling? Ramos Bud will be a barn burner. Absolutely would be. Absolutely would. Bud versus 6'5" from Door would be a big fight. It'd be crazy too. It'd be crazy to see. Like the Mendoza to beat Fundora, and bro just made my heart stop with that KO, right? But you know what the crazy thing is, Teach? You know what the crazy thing is? He messed around and lose the rematch because I do believe they're rematching. I think their rematch is. Damn, did they say Canelo Charlo? They rematch? I forget. I wish L was still in here. I think he might know, but I think they still rematching. But that's it's crazy because he might not win the rematch. He was down, I believe. I think he might have been down on all three of the judges' scorecards before the knockout. So it's going to be interesting to see what his approach is and what adjustments he make from the first fight to the rematch. So I think it's going to be Spence too, Zoo, and then Charlo. Man, yeah, look, I'm with it, Roger. Some people calling for him to fight Tim Zoo. They like to see a big, strong power puncher. See what he can do with him. Man, he getting there and knock Tim Zoo out. That'd be crazy. Getting there and just polish him off like that. But salute to him, man. We'll see what happens from here. I have to put a little asterisk next to that. Him just beating everybody at 154. I can't just anoint him that easily without having a single fight there just yet, but I could certainly understand the thinking of Teddy Atlas in terms of skill and talent. He feels like he just is levels above the guys at 54, and for that reason, he feels like he'll just run through those guys. Like I said, let's see it when the time is right. Let's see it, and I do believe his next fight will be at 154. You know what I'm saying? So from there, I don't see him going back down. So maybe we'll get a chance to see some of these matchups before he hang up the gloves. It's a wonderful place, right? Absolutely, undercard. Got a new promotional company in the game, boxing doing the thing. You know it when Fundora coming back. I like that blind. Seen that unseen. I think Fundora is coming back What? Damn, did he say that? They could be the undercard of Canelo Charlo. I'm not for sure, but they are coming back. I do think they running that rematch back. If I'm not mistaken. Canelo, there won't be a rematch. Canelo hates those, right? He probably got a one-way rematch clause, Rosa. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. Some surgery, shit, he should have. You see what it did. You see what it did for Jamal Charlo. He got that LASIK and got in there and fought Julian Williams and picture perfect uppercut. You get what I'm saying? So Fundora better be smart and do something in there. But yeah, man. So let's get over to what Floyd and his comments, man, about Shakur and Devin Haney that got people talking. I thought this situation was done, being that we know Dev is fighting Regis next and Shakur is waiting on Loma, but we still gonna play with Floyd Money Mayweather had this. Since Floyd cares about fairness of black fighters all of a sudden, how about you get a Tank versus Devin? I seen somebody say that somewhere too, Fish Grease. I did see somebody say that. I think he beat Mendoza in a rematch. I think so too, seen or unseen. I think so too. That's the crazy thing. I think so too. I think he'll beat him in a rematch. But let's play what Half Truth Floyd, as one of y'all called him. Let's see what Floyd had to say.
I'm having fun. And when it's free money, why not take it? A lot of times people say, why is Floyd doing these exhibitions? It's not.
Yeah, I don't think it's desperate as much as it's truly wanting to prove that you're great, right? And when you find yourself in a weight class with a guy that has all of the belts and saying things like, ain't gonna be no other champion and yada yada yada, and you carrying it like you willing to take on any and all comers, then you could expect a guy like Shakur Stevenson with the competitive nature that he possessed to want that fight. But it's crazy that in boxing that they flipped. Like, this is their occupation. They're supposed to want to fight each other. And it's crazy that people have turned wanting to challenge yourself against another quality opponent, especially when that's what people asked for Shakur, when he tried to, move in a way that would get him one of those fights. Look at the kind of criticism he faced for it. You got people calling him on one end. It's like, you say he's desperate, right? But is he really desperate? Because desperate to me would be taking that 25%. That would be desperate. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I think he's eager. I think he's a bit eager to prove what everybody questions. I think he's a little eager to prove that. And like a true fighter, you can understand it, right? But it's crazy that people have turned the fact that a fighter wants an opportunity to prove that he's great into something that's negative. Like, and again, we say we want these 50-50 fights, but it's crazy that you got to convince somebody to give you a 50-50 fight almost. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's weird to me. Money ain't free, still has to perform to get it right. Shakur gonna fight Loma. I hope so. Black Star Sports TV. What's good with it, family? How you feeling? I'm gonna take that offer. You asked me, now you're gonna get a scrub for way less. Belts and money. I don't know, Roger, because look, what the plan is Lomachenko. If Loma says no, that's the only way that fight doesn't happen right now. You get what I'm saying? And people should have an issue with Loma. Like, at that point, people should have an issue with Loma for saying no to a credible fighter. You get what I'm saying? And not wanting to prove yourself. You get what I'm saying? So, and I'll even go a step further. How is it a man asking to fight you and you're telling him you got plans, you got unfinished business with another guy? See, he's eager and he's confident about getting in there with Devin Haney, but not so much when it comes to Shakur Stevenson. He kind of dragging his feet and act like he don't really want to fight him. You get what I'm saying? And that should tell you something. That should really tell you something. Talked about himself. The whole interview didn't matter what the question was. Oh man, yeah, you know how that be. Dante, you know how I do. Gertz, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Good for a guy that hasn't done nothing in the weight division. I get that. That's why I never argued. I absolutely put them feelings aside. See, if he do that, he's a sucker though. You get what I'm saying? I hear people say that. So you telling me basically they trying to line up after he just took an L to Dev. They're trying to line up an opportunity for him to fight for a vacant WBC belt against SHAKUR. And you rather say no and go fight Kambosos for that IBO belt that they just robbed off Maxie Hughes. You get what I'm saying? It's wild. It's wicked work, man. It's wicked work, man. It's wicked work out here. It is wicked work out here. You dig? It is wicked work. Kambosos is wild. I mean, I see him trying to set up a stadium fight, but Loma would be wild to take the IBO route over the WBC strap. And then again, you say you want Devin Haney, but you're going to fight a fighter that he already beat up twice instead of fighting a guy that's on your bumper. You get what I'm saying? He's weird, man. Fight hype, so I was surprised the interview was massaging for his ego. You know how they do it. You know how they give it up, bro. Nah, they give it up. I like SHAKUR versus Frank anyway. Me too. If I can get that, though, L-Dub, I'll take that. I'll take that just as fast, bro. I'll take it just as fast. I ain't lying to you. Yep, Helenius got the shot at AJ. Salute to L-Dub Boxing. Y'all got to go check out the bro because he been called that out. He called out Helenius fighting Anthony Joshua before they announced it. 100% he did. 100% he did. And I'm sitting here thinking it was Hasim Rockland or somebody else. Should not worth a pay-per-view. SHAKUR Australia who did it better. Send him over there, man. Send him over there. SHAKUR versus Frank is a firefight. Yeah, I'll take it. Seen unseen. Give it to me. Give it to me. Lone retired with the SHAKUR fight for the WBC. The next, Gertz, according to what they said, the next highest guy ranked up. So if not Loma, then they're supposed to go like down the line, according to what they said. So, you know what I mean? And it'd be a travesty for boxing that Loma is turning down smoke, but people be in here arguing about how great he is. That's not saying that's not a guy that believes in himself. If you're willing to turn down the better fight for an easier fight, you know you're going to beat Kambosos, bro. You know it. You know damn well you're going to beat Kambosos. Goes to NJ, man. Hell yeah, make it. Give it to us in Jersey. Give it to us, Frank Martin and SHAKUR Stevenson in Jersey. Give it to. Watch they put the WBO mandatory on the line for Loma versus Cam. Yeah, they better not, Roger. They better not. They better not. Should have been out on Wilding. Yeah, I see a lot of people campaigning for him to get a shot too. But let me play this before I forget to play it, man. Let me let y'all hear what Floyd had to say.
2 world titles, but make $250 million. Or you can win 20 world titles and make $10 million. I'm going with the 2 titles myself. I don't want to knock championship belts because they are important, very important for certain individuals. So I got to make sure I word that right. Belts matter in certain circumstances.
I agree with that.
Meaning when you look, and I seen the Lomachenko and Devin Haney for the undisputed title. Under top rank, right? So
right.
Then you look at, and I don't really know what the pay was. You know, I'm very, very glad that Devin Haney was victorious. But I just look at the boxing game in a total different way. Never knocking fighters. And so what I said to myself, because, you know, I like to jump all around and talk about just different things. I said to myself, so when I looked at the fight, I'm like, okay, you know, that was a good fight. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the numbers was. You know, they saying certain numbers. But then when you look at Ryan and Tank, they made great money. Mm-hmm. You know, that was, and that's really what it's about. But it's also about winning titles. You know, now if Devin Haney was under my banner, I would tell him, look, skills pays the bills. You already showed that you're undisputed. Let's relinquish these titles. Go take another title, pay 1 sanctioning fee, and keep it moving. Keep defending your title. Why pay 4 sanctioning fees? But I'm not knocking the different sanctioning bodies because they're going to say, oh, Floyd is hating and Floyd is jealous and Floyd fought for a bunch of titles.
Right.
I was just in position. And the dynamics of the sport of boxing has changed. I was able to bring MMA guys, YouTubers, guys from all walks of life into the sport of boxing to make crazy money. So is it really about the belts, or is it about the money, or is it about both?
Depends.
I think it's about both.
Circumstances.
But we have to have boundaries and limitations to certain things. And you know, when I look at it, you know, like when I look at fighters like SHAKUR Stevenson and Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, I love these guys. I love these guys. I want the best for all of them. And you know, that's just a part of the game.
You said, "Lord have mercy."
How I see it. So I don't want to come off like
it ain't that long of fish grease. I got you.
On Devin, he deserved it. He deserved to make the money that he's making.
Absolutely, he do.
Every promoter moves different, and me and Devin sat down before to try to make you know, for us to come together and make a relationship happen. We could have been did this, and that could have been him in the fight with Ryan Garcia. Things happen, but Devin Haney gonna have a great career. You know, he's gonna have a great.
Having a great career.
Crazy
24
skills,
years old, undisputed,
good boxing ability,
30 and 0.
And
having a great.
I will always be proud of him. Always. You know, that's why. Even like SHAKUR, you know, I had a chance to train him the other day in the gym. SHAKUR is an amazing fighter. And so then I seen that, you know, SHAKUR and Devin been going back and forth. And Devin made SHAKUR a certain offer. And how I look at it is this. Just because Top Rank made you go over there to Australia and fight twice, which is not right. Now, if people
just to stop it right there, because I know people pick and poke the things that they disagree with Floyd, but you hear him saying going over there doing it twice wasn't right. You hear him, he said more. It's like, I don't hear him hating here. I just think he giving his opinion. I know people don't, you know, they're going to pick and poke at it, and some of it rightfully so. I get some of y'all saying that he being hypocritical or whatever the case may be. I think he's trying to be honest in this regard.
Went over there one time and he fought and he won. The second fight should have been on an even playing field, or it should have been in America on his turf. Yeah. So now, if they gave you a 70-30 or 80-20, then you need to be upset with the promoter. That doesn't mean that the same way that the promoter, the same way they operated and didn't do you right, you should do that to another black fighter, because you're a black fighter. We should treat each other fair. So I can't even say if it should be a 50-50 or a 60-40. That's not my place. But SHAKUR should be treated fair, just like Devin Haney should have got treated fair when he went over to Australia.
That was my only point when all this stuff was going on back and forth. Like, I never put a percentage on it and said what he deserved to get. I just felt like he deserved to be treated fairly. And whatever that came with, then that's what that came with, right? So we seen how that situation ended up unfolding. Oh, then what's good with it, fam? How you feeling, bro? So I don't lie, and I think Haney should drop the 3 belts, pay 1 fee, and maybe fight Tank Davis. Make it happen. Still they be, right? That's possible, bro. For just want to see a fight and see the fight, right? Mac of the South, what's good with it, family? B-Dog, what's good, bro? How you feeling? This almost over. Yeah, I was a couple more minutes of this.
First time.
Devin opted to
you mentioned SHAKUR and
yeah, he did.
He
said he'll take the same thing they was offering, such and such.
After you guys worked out.
Yes.
Fair. Right.
He just raved about it. He said it was, great work, great opportunity to be around a legend like yourself.
Yes.
What did you take out of it? I mean, obviously you've worked with everyone. You work with all these young guys, Tank, Devin. I think this was the first time you've ever worked with Shakur. Or?
Well, no. Let me see. That's the first time I ever worked with Shakur. Actually, it is. Okay. I had to think about it. I had a chance to work with Devin before. Hell of a fighter. And actually, it's so crazy that the third day that I was in the gym getting ready for Conor McGregor, I had a chance to spar Devin Haney.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so, you know, with me just moving around with him, I think we only did like probably 4 rounds because I wasn't in no shape. Devin Haney, sharp skills, great boxer. And, you know, of course, his dad going to rave about it. Oh, my son did this, my son did that. But my take on it always is there's a lot of guys that can do good.
That's true,
in a boxing gym. I can have 30 bad days in a boxing gym. The boxing gym don't count. You know, everybody, even like different guys all around the sport of boxing, rave about what they did in the gym.
Right.
I'm here to let every fighter know, and every trainer know, and every promoter know. You're there to make your mistakes in a boxing gym.
Hey, yeah, he probably so, LaMarcus, but you know what? Is he lying though? You get what I'm saying? Is he lying? You already know. You'd have been with him. They ain't lying about that part though. They definitely would have came up. I don't think it's a bad thing, right? I don't think it's a bad thing. He said Dev touched him up. He probably did have a good sparring session with him. And Keyshawn just want to get Shakur that Haney went under his belt. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him, Dante.
In a boxing gym, you're there to learn. It's a learning experience.
Right.
You know, I'm not in the gym. When I'm in the gym a lot of times,
sounds just like that.
I'm there to grow and to get better and help guys get better. And I want guys that sharp help me get better. So just with me being 40 years old, working with a young, youthful fighter like Devin, it made me, even for the Conor McGregor fight, I didn't work extremely hard like I could have worked, because I could have made the fight go 2 or 3 rounds, but then the people would have been upset. So I'm glad that the fight happened like it happened, because the people got their money's worth.
When you did have that opportunity to spar with Devin,
yes.
And then obviously you've worked with Tank, you've worked with a lot of young other fighters.
Well, I never sparred Tank.
Right. Well, no. Like mitts and stuff.
But I had a chance to move around with Devin. I think even like with me boxing him, I was more on the defense than offense. You know, because when you're at the elite level, you work on different things. So I knew I wasn't sharp. My third day back at age 40, I knew I wasn't sharp. So with me not being sharp, if I know my offense is not there, I'm working on my defense. That's why I got all my faculties now.
Mm-hmm. But you always seem to give back to the next generation.
Gotcha. You know, I'm happy to work with Shakur. Keyshawn Davis.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the last name?
Yeah.
I want to make sure it's right.
That's right.
He hell of a fighter. Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney. I love working with all those guys. That's the new generation.
Yeah.
And those guys are unbelievable.
Is it easy for you to
it's about over, yeah,
to like transition into that trainer mode where you impart some of your knowledge to these younger guys?
I always want to help these young fighters. These fighters are unbelievable. I always want to give back to the sport of boxing and help fighters. The ultimate goal is to find a fighter to surpass Floyd Mayweather. Not be the next Floyd Mayweather, but to surpass Floyd Mayweather.
You know people don't believe him when he say that. No, they don't believe him when he say that, bro. They don't believe him. Oh, man, he called him truth teller. That's a first, bro. That is a first. In the 6 rounds that we gave him them hands, said Jill Floyd. And not lying, though. Floyd isn't trying to get hit with the Ryan Garcia body shot. Y'all some fools, man. Joking before it was right. Gym is to work on stuff. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I know people would like to say that he put hands on Floyd, but you know, and maybe his pop said that. He said Floyd couldn't touch Dev or something like that. I remember his pop said that, and you know, I'm not about to just run with no random stuff. Like Floyd could touch anybody. Floyd can touch anybody. Like to say Floyd can't touch somebody in sparring is like it's bogus. That's a stretch. That's when I start knowing that I can't take the story credible. If you want, you say like it was good work and he got some really good work. He touched Floyd a couple times. Say something that could be realistic, but don't say, you know, Floyd couldn't lay a finger on him and make it seem like he's some Wizard of Oz in the ring. That Floyd not. Like, I ain't trying to hear that. Get what I'm saying? Yeah. The new generation Tank been here for a while. Right. He's still part of it though. Just a little bit older, but he's still part of it. He's still in that mix. But you said play said truth. They called him Truth Teller Bill. Okay, hold on. Let me see. But that was just some of what Floyd had to say. And he spoke very briefly on that about, and again, I just don't think he said nothing crazy. He also said, you know, Devin Haney shouldn't have had to go to Australia twice. Get what I'm saying? He kind of acknowledged the fact that he deserved better treatment, but it is what it is. I just think at the end of the day, he ain't say too much. He just say he think he should be treated fairly. So I don't think that was nothing too wild. And let me see, y'all. Let me get it. Let me get Bill Haney in here real quick, y'all. Salute the 7-8 Sports TV, man. So this is he popped up on 7-8 channel earlier. So I'm gonna play some of this for y'all because y'all asked for it. To his promoter about the Loma fight. I mean, at this point, I guess it ain't nothing else they can do. It's really up to Loma to just say yeah at this point to fighting him. Like instead of making it difficult, I just don't think he really want to fight him. Right about that is not believing right. Right. Yeah, right. Facts, Mike. I feel you. Floyd definitely told the truth about the negotiation, 25%. True indeed. That was my point too. Feel you. Damn smart. If Floyd was smart, Marquay was good with it. Seen and Miss Skywalker. How you feeling, Queen? Appreciate you stopping through. What's good with it, Quay? What's going on, bro? Doesn't be Floyd. That's why he didn't brag about it like he did Tank. Right. I feel that too. Everybody saying, well, Dev did it as if that makes it right. That's what we saying too, but people are not open to that conversation. They're very closed-minded. Like the fact of the matter is he shouldn't even have to ever take a deal that bad, if we being honest. Dev himself shouldn't have had to take no type of, like, I just believe in doing good business. Like, and I don't believe nobody, especially being a better fighter, you get the BS end of the stick intentionally. You get what I'm saying? Because somebody don't truly believe in themselves. You get what I'm saying? So 31. Yeah. He 28 RSV. Yeah, nah, he not that old. People make it seem like Tank is much older than what he is, but it's just an exaggeration, man. It just is what it is. They exaggerate when it comes to that Loma's touching him, so Floyd can too. That's what I'm saying. JoJo touched you. Certain guys, much lower level guys, can touch you. So could Mayweather. That's all I'm saying, bro. Y'all smash the like button for your bro, man. We gonna play this. Salute to 7-8 Sports TV. Salute to Bill Haney. Let's listen in. Some with a
for 4 or 5 years, and y'all finally got it and was victorious. You know what I mean? So now you are moving up to 140 pounds, take on another challenge in Regis Prograis for the WBC 140-pound championship, man. What made you guys decide to target a puncher like Regis?
Well, first of all, not taking nothing away from, you know, what Devin has accomplished so far.
Midnight was good with it, fam.
To go
Regis by now,
to go to Australia
TKO.
To beat a George Kambosos that had beat a Teofimo Lopez. You know, a George Kambosos that had offered Teofimo Lopez a rematch. When we took on the assignment, right? We were with Matchroom and Eddie, and we had a relationship that we let everybody know that we can make things happen, right? We can make things happen through the DAZN platform, so on and so forth. Everyone rejected it. They said that the narrative was that there were sides of the streets, and you had to be on one side of the street.
Tio wasn't Gordo, not against Cambosis.
He broke down that misconnotation that it was a side of the street because we crossed over. We didn't have to do one fight, not 2 fights, but 3.
Right.
During that press conference, I said, this fight is a fight for freedom. It's a fight for every fighter that comes up in those gyms through those amateurs to represent themselves, to be able to put themselves in the position for greatness and not be defined by what a promoter or what a network is saying. Just the Queensberry rules of boxing, the old school boxing, to become a champion, to become an undisputed champion. For Devin going into boxing, that meant everything. You hear what guys are talking about now was different than what the old time fighters said. And quite frankly, it's a lot different than the actual fighters now that are, fortunately for this younger generation, they're the catalyst. They're the ones that everyone can listen to for advice.
Right.
And they're saying that these belts and shit don't matter. So it's like moving right along. The youngest undisputed champion in boxing just moving right along, Well, not only did he have to go over there once, to twice, but within that agreement, and it's publicly,
salute, fam, salute.
They had another option on us. And no one complained. No one told Devin. Matter of fact, it was that if you don't do it, you're a duck.
Right.
There was none of these fighters that were coming to his aid, coming to his rescue to say that's not what a fighter is supposed to do. You might hear opinions now after the feat has already been done.
Mm-hmm.
A feat that it's a list, but Devin is the youngest on the list. He's the youngest. And when you talk about
Tio is the youngest,
being 24, and you talk about the pursuit of 4 years with Lomachenko, you talk about the pursuit of being 16 years old, turning pro at 16 because you're not allowed to go on further in the Olympics, but you've won the 17 and 18-year-old division, the same division that the Olympians,
definitely not early,
Lopez, and etc., SHAKUR, Stevenson, all represent. Devin was that age bracket at 16, but he wasn't allowed to go to the Olympics because he was, quote unquote, too young.
Haney versus Prograis, top of November.
But he had all the Olympic pedigree, all the international pedigree, and everything alike. So we chose to lay back and take the route that few travel, but not the few travel, that few accomplish, but many travel. Our motivation from that point on was, until it is to this day, is we do it for the people because they say it can't be done.
Right.
Now, we do the third fight with the best fighter,
I'll take it,
most decorated fighter, not just available, but in the division outside of ourselves. I tell the promotional company, listen, if this is not the best, then give us the best. Because this is what has been the definition of greatness.
Right.
So we do it.
Dog.
We accomplish that. I then say to the same people, my people, everybody, is this not what you asked for?
Mm-hmm.
Is this not what you asked for? And what more do you want? What more do you want?
Mm.
Because, let me tell you this, it's not just me. which people say that I do a good job in business. You have a 24-year-old guy.
All I'm gonna say is this, cuz watch Lomo fight Bozo. He'd duck for real if he did that, but he, 7A asked him, it said for them to be taking on Regis Prograis next, and he said his only question to him up until this point is what that I heard from the point I started is what made y'all decide to pick a power puncher like Regis, and this is Bill's explanation to that. So I think he just now kind of getting to the answer. You get what I'm saying? He just now he went the best. Right. JJ, salute, fan. Salute. And he working smarter, not hard on this path. Now disputed champion. Now he's moved up. Fight probably. And he's toughest fight in his career. He's a damn good fighter. I think it's 50-50 to me. Yeah, I think it's a 50-50 fight for sure that. For sure that. Yeah, he's long-winded, man. He take you down the block.
That's doing it for y'all.
He take you down the block. But that's what I guess he basically getting to. Like, he's doing it for the people. He's saying, ain't this what y'all asked for? Y'all asked for me to go up here and fight Regis Prograis, right? Or, and he's saying that's what we doing. He's like, what more do y'all want? It all depends on who you asking to in terms of what you ask for and what you want, right? You do have people that ask them to go up to 140 where he belong. You have people saying that. He too big for 135, need to go up to 140, go up there. You get what I'm saying? Fight the bigger guys, and this you did have people saying that, and you had different people that said, "Hey, man, we want to see you stay down here and fight Tank." Get what I'm saying? So it's just all depending on who you talking to, who you asking when you say in terms of what people ask for and what they want. You give them what more do they want? Like, get what I'm saying? I've been very consistent with him doing whatever he feels like is necessary for his career. You get what I'm saying? From a health standpoint, in terms of go where your body tell you healthy at. If that's 140, then so be it. So with him making a move to 140 to go fight Regis, I don't see why I have a real issue with that. It is what it is. I know some people are going to be like, but what about Tank? You get what I'm saying? So that there's that conversation. So then on the other end of things, you got, the fighter saying he'll come back down to 35 and fight people. So it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. You get what I'm saying? On one end, you doing what you said you was going to do, but then on the other end, there's been so much stuff being said that everything can't be true, at least not at the same time, right? So you get what I'm saying? I think he's just going with one of the more recent things that he said he was going to do, which is go up to 140 and fight Regis Prograis, right? So he said, I only asked for you to fight Tank. Right. The options Tank don't want to fight is Regis. They say that, but I don't see how they can prove that Tank don't want to fight, right? You get what I'm saying? I don't see how they can prove that. You get what I'm saying? That they can't. Yeah, I'm still answering the question as to where he fate was good, my bro. How you feeling? Where he that's the only question I heard 7A asked from the time I started. Like, why would you, choose the power puncher? And this is what he answered with. But again, man, he is saying, some people ask for this, some people ask for that. So I said it's different. It's depending on who you're talking to. Some people asked for him to fight Tank. Some people did ask for you to go up to 140. And again, and then you got people that just say stand on business. I'm one of them people. So whatever, I always said he had options. And inside those options, there's a number of ways he could go, obviously, right? And I said, as long as you set out to do something that you said you was going to do, to me, it would be standing on business. But I just can't. When people say Tank don't want to fight him, I just have a tough time really gauging that. Like, all right, if Tank don't want to fight him, right, what evidence do we have to support that Devin Haney wants to fight Tank? You get what I'm trying to say? I'm a fair guy. I just don't like I know with this situation, a lot of times it's very one-sided. People keep saying Tank don't want to fight him, but another question would be, do he want to fight Tank though? You get what I'm saying? And I just don't see. What I'm saying is I don't see no particular moves being made to initiate any type of fight with Tank. I do hear people saying Tank, he's the A side, he should send a contract. I get that, but I think people not taking into account that contracts cost, and I don't think people are just writing up contracts and sending it over to people with hopes that they're going to sign it. Like I would think that it would be some type of conversation that needs to take place, a mutual understanding that, yeah, we're pursuing y'all and y'all pursuing us. And then from there, somebody would get a contract written up and sent over to somebody. But you know, I'm not gonna say I understand and know all the process, but I'm pretty sure that when it comes to making a fight, people don't just blindly write up contracts and send them to people hoping that they're gonna sign them. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not what people doing. So I think fans are just being fans, and I get it. But the more I talk this boxing, the more I want to understand the business side of it, so I could go in depth with these conversations when they come up. Like, I'm not sitting here saying I know the ins and outs and all the processes, but like I said, when it pertains to him and whether he wants to or doesn't want to fight Tank, I always hear this. I hear this a lot. Tank don't want to fight him, but I never hear people say, do he want to fight Tank? And if so, what do we have to back that? Like, are we just going off what we think? You get what I'm saying? Or is it real proof that either of these guys don't want to fight each other? But I'm just hard pressed to believe that he don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, on one end, it's like you're saying he's too big for the weight class and he's outgrown it. So why? Like, I'm trying to understand which way is it? They trying to say Tank don't want to fight him, but on one end they're saying he outgrew a weight class. So I'm trying to understand, is the fight supposed to happen at 35, and do he really want to fight him, or is Tank supposed to go up to 140? It's a lot of real questions to ask. It's deeper than just somebody saying, Tank don't want to fight him, and that's just that. I don't think it's that cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? I think Dev showed you who he wanted to fight, and it's Regis. I don't have an issue with that, but I don't know how people feel like it's Tank all the time not wanting to fight these guys when, you know, it's nothing stopping the other team from writing up a contract either and sending it, right? Yeah, I hope people understand that. I do understand that much. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to complain, but the truth is the truth. Man, you already know, cuz it doesn't have to be Tank. Right. Like Regis, but Regis fight, but so much time over these last few was dedicated to addressing Tank. Facts, Bole. Facts. That's true indeed. True indeed, bro. True indeed. True indeed. Correct. It shouldn't be this hard. Yeah, it shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't take so long. Like, you know what you want. And I think he showed most, and that's something that people don't want to kind of, I guess, acknowledge. He showed you who he wanted to fight. I don't think that's a bad thing. Regis ain't no cherry pick. That ain't no walk in the park. He showed you. If you're asking me in terms of based on how he moved and what we understand is going on now, he showed you who he wanted to fight. He said it on Twitter and he went about it. Like, you get what I'm saying? And here we go now. And like bro said, I think he said top of November. Get what I'm saying? They'll be fighting. Pitbull was being cheap. That fight has to pay good. Problem Tank, good pay fight. If it's not where you like it, the fight won't ever happen. Unless they're doing for fans, in my opinion. Right. Being afraid of him is like being afraid of Paulie Malignaggi. And I just can't understand. I just can't level with the fact that he would be afraid of him. I understand the challenge that Devin Haney presents. You know, he's a hell of a fighter. But I don't think these guys are running around scared of each other, though. You know what I mean? I don't think that's facts. That's true, too. The truth says, and be talking to everyone like it's the first time hearing him speak, running down Dev's resume, right? Talked to Leonard, and Leonard said they don't want to fight. I just can't, listen, I'll say this, and I mean this respectfully. There are people that take Bill at his word, and there are people that question it based on his word in the past not being 100%. You get what I'm saying? That's not me. That's what I've known people to say. So you have people that feel like Bill, like Joe, I think that's Joe, saying the truth teller Bill. You don't hear me putting up no resistance. I'm not telling, you're a lie. Bill be capping. You know, I don't really get into it, but I understand both sides of the spectrum because I'm a realist. I hear it. I listen and observe very, very thoroughly. So some people feel like what Bill says is solid. Like, for instance, right, we was having a similar conversation. No proof Devin wants to fight Tank. Devin sent SHAKUR 25%. What was ever sent to Tank? Nothing ever. Good. Hey, that's real. That's real. But I'll say, you know, like I said, some people feel like what he says is 100% valid. Some people question what he say. We was having a conversation the other day, and this kind of came up, and people were believing what Bill was saying over as opposed to what Steven Espinoza was saying. And what Steven Espinoza said, see, because Midnight, salute to Midnight as well. But you saying like what Bill said, and I believe it. I believe you. I know that's probably something he said, right? But on the flip end, you got Steven Espinoza saying it with very brief conversation or talks, very brief, although very brief. I want to be very specific with how he said it, very brief. But he said today knowledge, they told him, they informed him they was going to 140. So on one end, you got Bill saying Leonard says Tank and them don't want to fight. Then on the other end, you got Steven Espinoza, the guy who's very credible, that's known for being a man of his word, saying like, yo, look, it was some brief talks, very brief talks, but you know, they informed us they want to go to 140. So it's like, and then people said they don't believe Steven Espinoza. So it's tricky. It's about who you believe, I guess. You get what I'm saying? I can't tell nobody who to believe. I just present what's out there and I make the best assessment of it that I could with the information that's out there. Some people are going to hear the things that Bill present and they're going to be like, hey, man, he's speaking facts. I'm not here to argue with nobody and tell you he's sitting up telling lies. But if I see something obvious, then I'll point it out. But I'm not in here to attack his credibility or his character. None of that. It's corny. I'm just not into that. But I know some people going to call him a capper. I'll say, you know, he'll walk you down the block a little bit. You know what I mean? Slick talker. I don't mean that to be disrespectful. That's just a way that I phrase the way he speaks sometimes. You get what I'm saying? He knows how to sell it. He do. That's not a bad thing. That's a positive. You know what I'm saying? Look how far they've gotten this far. He's done a hell of a job with his son. You get what I'm saying? So listen, I ain't here to tear him apart in every little word he say, but you know, I just hear inconsistencies. I will say that. I ain't got to say nobody lying. I'll just say I hear things that are inconsistent at best. You get what I'm saying? Can we finish the truth telling? Nah, man. Jay Cooley, what's good with it, family? How you feeling, my bro? Yeah, man, you know it. 29-1 is not a bad record at all. Right. Some people feel like he be lying. You know what I mean? I look, like I said, I'm gonna just play it straight down the middle. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he said. I'm gonna play the rest of this though, man. So, appreciate you, Jose. Always, man. Salute to you, man. Always holding people down, translating, man. That's dope. I think of Bill like a mayor, B-Dog at facts. Bill Wolf taking handicap all the time. I feel you. YK Mel, what's good with it, fam? Salute. We called him Alderman Bill. For his son that most men would. Right, man. Congressman Bill. Talk to you in circles if you let him. Right. But we're going to finish playing this. But I had to stop it a little bit. You know what I mean? Yo, Bill Haney cap. You listen, I just let them have it, right? Because at the end of the day, they'll never be able to say Just Do wasn't being Just Do, right? I love to present what people say out of their mouth and let people have their own assessment and we just talk about it. Some people, some people feel like, yo, this is truth serum. Some people like, hey, man, you get what I'm saying? So it's cool. It's just a boxing conversation and it's all good. Salute to him. Let's finish listening to this, man. Y'all smash that like button.
Going up to 140 pounds and taking on a puncher and a champion in your next fight, you're doing it for the people. No matter what they say, Mr. Prograis cannot get a fight with nobody. Right. They seen the last fight, and he's still, even after the last fight, he's high risk, low reward. Low reward in the sense that everybody is going to pick a Latino. Everybody is going to pick a other instead of choosing the brother.
Right. He is.
Now, we've been the brother. We've been the guy that can't get it, can't get a fight, can't all the shit that's hunting. What more would you ask of Devin than to go up and give an opportunity to a puncher, a dangerous fighter, a world champion at 140 pounds? So once again, this fight
I ain't get that either.
It's about legacy.
I ain't get it.
It's about Devin moving up to becoming a future two-time undisputed champion. And it's one more step towards greatness, man. Thank you, 7-8.
Hey, man, that's bars. Absolute bars. You know what I'm saying? So with moving up to face Regis, we heard that the WBC is saying that, they're going to have Devin as champion in recess at 135, and he will have an opportunity if he wants to challenge the email champion, the new email champion at 135. Whoever picks up that belt, so Devin can go back and challenge that person. Is that something is that an option that y'all gonna keep on the table?
Being a champion and remaining a champion that's what Devin been, and he's out of the guys, those guys, he's the longest remaining champion. Since he became a champion, that's all he'd ever been. And that's all that we stay at. We're not going to overlook Mr. Regis Prograis because we know that he is going to come on that night and he is going to be the best, Regis Prograis. You know, and once we handle this business, then, you know, we'll see what's next.
Right. Absolutely. Now, how is Dev looking as far as, I know he's not training right now as far as like, you know, for well, maybe he is. Is he?
Devin always, Devin is always training. He's always working. You know what I'm saying? He's always, you know, he's a cerebral kind of fighter. He's always in tune with what's going on. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, we getting ready. We getting ready for Regis. We're not taking him lightly. We're coming in to, you know, like I said, to be a two division world champion.
Yes, indeed. Is there a rematch clause in the fight?
No, it's winner take all.
Okay. That's what's up. Now, are you guys still currently free agents that's working with the zone, or have you signed a deal with the zone?
Hey man, listen, we're open to making the fights happen. This is the only fight that that's on the table right now, and it's the only fight that we're looking at. And you know, but like this is our second go around with doing business with the zone, and you know we've never had any problems. So you know we'll deal with the future as it comes. But right now it's Mr. Regis Prograis.
Yes, sir. Okay, and
Regis, it is.
It looked like for a minute like this fight wasn't going to happen. I don't want to go into negativity, but it looked like for a minute like it was some, you know, the fight wasn't going to happen or whatever. Did this fight come together smoothly, or was there some hiccups?
Well, it's not about the fight. The fight is going to happen. It can't not happen.
Me too, YK.
Because Devin is a WBC world champion moving up to challenge the 140-pound WBC world champion. So it takes Devin's position takes precedent over any other position in the rankings. So it's not a matter of is it going to happen? It's just when it's going to be announced. When is it happening? Than anything else.
Yes, sir. It's undisputed at 140. The new mission.
Absolutely. I think Terence Crawford, Bud Crawford, he set the tone. You know what he did was amazing, and I definitely that has definitely put reinforced it on Devin's radar of things on the list to do.
Yes, indeed, man. So in order for that to take place, y'all gonna have to find a way to get T.O. in the ring, man. You know, T.O. I saw his bluffing he did when you know, he said he retired. He said he retired. We all knew that was cap. You know what I mean? But he said he retired, and then when word got up around that y'all was finna fight Regis at 140, somehow this dude just come out and start talking about, oh yeah, I'm back. Devin Haney trying to steal my belt. What was he talking about?
Listen, you know, he retired. That was the fastest unretirement I've ever seen. You know, they pushed that to the side, like, you know, because I was surprised that he was retiring in the first place. You know what I mean? Right. Because I was there off of that performance. But you know,
top of his game right now. Right, if he could stay on top of it, 10K.
He didn't retire. I mean, I'm looking at Regis Prograis. You know that. You know what I mean? That's our.
It's like he never answered the question straight up, big dog. He just said, like, when he asked him that, if I'm listening, and this is why I like to play things. Salute to 7A Sports TV, man. Y'all already know the journal, man. Salute to you, and this is a dope build. I appreciate it. He asked him. He basically, when he asked him about, you know, the 35, is he going to entertain it? He said, you know, they've been a champion since he became a champion, and that's all they're going to stay. So he didn't really, like, again, he knows how to give an answer without giving an answer. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people they might accept that as a good enough answer for them. There's going to be some people that's going to pick and poke at that and be like, yo, you're not answering the question. You get what I'm saying? So it just is what it is, man. But that's what he said when he got asked. It wasn't a direct yes or no. It was more so like an explanation. And typically, you know, not that I can't live with explanations. It's just sometimes when you explain things, you a long-winded. It's not a straight answer. What straight answer did he give, Joe? What straight answer did he give? I want to know. Yeah, he answer it? Yes, but did he answer it clearly? In my opinion, no. It was like a partial answer. He said, and I can rewind it. He said, we've been a champion. We're going to continue to be a champion. He didn't say, yes, we going down there to entertain that, or no, we not. Like, he gave an in-between. He danced on the line. Like, and he knows what he doing, man. That's why I don't knock it. Just is what it is. But you got to know it when you see it. And when people point it out, they make it seem like it's a negative, like an attack on them. It's not that, especially if it's coming from me. I'm a man first. I don't attack people for, you know, shit like this. He's saying what he's saying, but I'm listening as close as I could. I just didn't hear a direct answer. I heard a partial. Like, I heard a, you know, you basically you leaving the door open is what you're saying. So I can form an answer out of it, but I know undeniably he didn't give a straight yes or no. That I know, and it's no harm, no foul, but he just didn't give a straight yes or no. And at the end of the day, what I got from that is the options are open. He's not gonna give a yes or a no. You get what I'm saying? Because if he say yeah and don't do it, then we're gonna be able to say that. You get what I'm saying? I doubt if he say no and then actually do it. But again, I don't think he wanted to give a straight yes and then it be something that he don't do. You get what I'm saying? And again, it's more so. It's one of them situations like it's hard for him to answer, but it's ways to answer that question to me. Like, it's different ways where people can understand it and respect it for what it is. But that you can't tell me that's a straight answer. It's not. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing wrong with that either. Like, he's doing his job. He told you, he gave you an answer that he feels is suitable. Look, basically we're gonna keep our options open. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like. Our options gonna remain open. So I'm not going to say, yeah, we doing it. I'm not going to say, no, we not doing it. Because, again, you could say, yeah, now. Y'all go fight Regis and you feel much comfortable, much stronger, whatever the case there, then you change your mind. So, again, I can understand reasons for not giving a straight yes or no, but let's not act like he ain't flat out say, you get what I'm saying? You can't just say it right out. Right. That's what I'm saying. He ain't say it flat out, but it's okay. Like, it's all good because I feel like I understand what he's doing. You get what I'm saying? It's the honest of an answer I feel like as he can give at the moment. Now, he could just give us a yes or no, but if you know him and his history, he's not going to do that. He's going to sell it a little bit. So he's going to keep you thinking. He's not going to let you know exactly the next move after this move. Like, you get what I'm saying? So that's not going to be the case. So listen, I don't have no big issue with it. It is what it is, right? You know, but what we do know is Regis is coming up next, and that's all good. I mean, I can't wait to see it, bro. Rematch, claim they had option outside of the immediate rematch. That's true. That's true. That is true. All right, that is true. Easy Mike, what's good, fam? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. Still the nigga, man, can't take nothing from him. Dude, what's good, cuz? You already know, man. They gave us the fight we wanted, and I'm grateful that I got to see it and call it live with the family, man. But I definitely had to give him his flowers, and I felt like part of what made that man, you know, his drive, I think, was the lack of love and approval that his mom gave him as a youngin', and I think that motivated him to constantly fight with a chip on his shoulder. That's why he always saying people doubting him, you're gonna eat your words, and that's why that's his focal point, because that's how he got it at home. That's what drove him, and that's what continued to drive him as a professional. And I think that's why he where he at. You get what I'm saying? Where Haney has spoken, man. You want to relinquish them belts? That's the problem, right, man? I'm gonna always be grateful for that fight they gave us, man. You need to drop them belts already, and then I get it. I just think maybe I understand it to a certain degree, because I'm always, again, I have my, you know, my assessments and my feelings and my thoughts and opinions toward things, but I'm always trying my best with what I'm hearing to understand where he coming from the best way I could without trying to deem him a bad guy for the way he answered. But I am real enough to point out the difference between a straight yes and no or a clear answer or kind of open-ended kind of, I'm going to leave you guessing a little bit. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. I think it's intentional, and I think he's doing it for good reason. And so I don't look at it as a bad thing, right? It's all good. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? But the most important thing is we know what the next fight is. You get what I'm saying? I'm not mad if I don't know what the next move is, but I know what the next one is. You get what I'm saying? So I'm cool with it. See, belt free, so I can talk about Shakur Undisputed 135. Let's talk about it, man. Let's see it shake up. If he's no longer going to fight there, I do want to see the belt shaking up. Not for no malicious reason, but for obvious reasons, to see who's going to go about chasing down the legacy and trying to snatch up them belts. Al Booger, salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. What's good with it? How you feeling? So again, let me see. I got a little bit more.
You know that. You know what I mean. That's our avenue to making it happen, and then we can talk about a unification with Teofimo Lopez.
Okay, all right. So at 140 now, you know what the people want to know. Now the people want to know: are you guys interested in getting some strength and conditioning? Are y'all good? What about Blu-ray? All that. That's the word on the street. You know, people like
the word on the street. Man, tell Blu-ray to call me, man. He can come out here. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna call Blu-ray.
Put some muscle. Right, put some muscle in the hustle. You know what I mean? We'll take.
I'm gonna just say this. Unofficially, I ain't putting no names on it because it ain't necessary. But it's to my understanding, it's 3 fighters. It's 3 fighters that Blu-ray will want to work with. 3. It's 3 fighters. And Devin Haney ain't one of them. So if you never see that mix up, don't be surprised. But then again, don't be surprised if you did see it. But from my understanding, there are 3 fighters that Blu-ray will be interested in working with. Like I said, I'm not going to use no names. It's not important. But them 3 names, and it's valid. Them 3 names, he's not one of them. He's not one of the 3 names. And it's crazy because if you hear the names, one of them you won't be surprised, maybe 1 or 2, but maybe one name might surprise you, but in a good way. And I know it coming from me, I don't want to say it because it sounds like I'm just making this up or something, but trust me, like we all got people that know people that's solid. And if I say like the difference between me and the average person that's talking about a source, they sources be foul. Mine's the people that been giving me sources since I've been rocking with them ain't steered me wrong yet. And it's not the biggest of deals, but that's just something that came up when we was just, talking behind the scenes. There are some fighters that he is interested in working with, and you'll be surprised, man. So I'm gonna always have my eye open to see if I ever see that them two sync up. If I ever see it, I'm gonna call it out. Believe me, I will revisit this and I'll tell y'all exactly who it was. But it's 3 fighters that man would definitely be interested in working with. And respectfully, he's not one of them. He's not one of them. And I can go a little deeper with the reasoning for it, but I'm going to just leave it like that. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Salute to him. He don't need it. He been being successful thus far. He can continue to be successful. Not no one man is just going to be the reason that this man is successful. Ultimately, him and the work that him and his pops done as a team has been phenomenal work, and they putting themselves in a very, prime position to continue to just chase some greatness. And that's what you want to see in boxing. You get what I'm saying? You want to see these dudes win. Get what I'm saying? They're blast about. And it's not a bad thing. It's not like a bad thing. It's just like it's an interesting thing, but I just hate like that sometimes I can't use the names. Who is Blu-ray? That's the guy that worked with EJ. You know what I mean? When EJ had his knockout streak and things like that, probably around the time where they were saying EJ had the puffy nipples and was accusing him of PEDs. That's the guy he was working with. Strength and conditioning, getting him right. And people just feel like he can add a lot of value to fighters that, that are not the strongest or not the biggest of punchers and things like that. Rebel Like Boxing, what's good, fam? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. Interesting. He want to work with Shakur. Big Dog said it. I didn't. Big Dog said it. I didn't. Big Dog said it. I didn't. And I ain't, you know, your boy Josh, I don't make up no stories, but Big Dog said it. I didn't. But I would love to see it because again, you know, it'll be interesting. I'll say that. You get what I'm saying? It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that is not so much about, you know, changing him as the fighter, is working with him. And you know, I think he has a unique ability to get the most out of fighters. I think he can truly get the most out of fighters. And just follow me. I'm not even pertaining with the Crawford fight, Spence. That's in a class by itself. I'm not speaking on that. I'm just talking about when he actually was with this guy, Errol Spence was, man, to the shape that this guy was in was something like we seen it. We seen the knockouts. I'm gonna just say this with Blu-ray. They was accusing him of PD, saying that he had puffy nipples and weird stuff, right? With Blu-ray, he was getting KOs. After that, he got some stoppages, but they were more like TKOs. They wasn't like knockouts. 10 count and do, you get what I'm saying? It's just a little different. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how much, but that's just an observation. I'm not saying it's all because of him. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that, right? I'm just saying as an observation. That was something they was on. I think they were not obviously undefeated, but I think they had all knockouts when he was working with him. If I'm not mistaken, I think they had all knockouts. I don't think that's a coincidence. That's math. That's several fights in a row with this guy where you looking like a damn machine. The reason why you got guys like Keith Thurman ain't wanting no part of you. You get what I'm saying? So it was a nice body of work over that stretch period of time. You get what I'm saying? More than a handful of fights. So to me, that's not coincidence after coincidence. That's math. That's to me, not comparing him to nobody else that EJ worked with. None of that. I'm simply just highlighting my observation. When he was working with that guy, he was cleaning people up bad. He was doing people real bad. You get what I'm saying? He was looking like a damn Terminator. You get what I'm saying? So that's all. And again, all those knockouts is not a coincidence. You don't just get lucky or coincidentally continue to polish people off the way he was doing them. Do y'all remember the Leonard Bundu knockout? Y'all remember the Leonard Bundu knockout? Do you remember how Spence was looking for that fight? Do you remember how he looked for the Kell Brook? Like man, I don't even know if he was with him for the Kell Brook fight, but he was, man, just look at how he was for that run. He was just another guy, man. He was a dog. You get what I'm saying? Body was more chiseled. And I think he rehydrated a lot better too, Shower. Excuse me, y'all. Because when he said I thought Khan was retired. Is he coming back? Pop doing an amazing job. Shakur, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button. Bodybuilding does a win. Boxing, fat. And just to highlight, he do strength and conditioning. So he, you know, I don't know if that was like pertaining to him, but yeah, he wouldn't be bodybuilding these guys either. You get what I'm saying? I think it's about exactly what he's saying, strength and conditioning, about working out the right things and getting the most out of the fighter without bulking him up and filling him, you know what I mean, blowing him up with a bunch of muscle and stuff. And you see with EJ, you never seen that. He just looked extremely healthy and chiseled, ripped up. Like the dude looked like a modern day action figure. Like he got muscle on top of muscle. You know what I mean? The EJ running around with a damn 8-pack. You get what I'm saying? He just one of those guys. But I got a strength and conditioning coach for Errol. Right, he did. Blue didn't build muscle with EJ. Absolutely not. Just one thing we all know is I beat him all year. My bro Fate, and I'm putting my money on my bro Fate, man. He kicking everybody ass. You know what I mean? He always look healthy and chiseled. Facts. Rehydrated, very healthy, and just always had that bounce. You know, very energetic. Get what I'm saying? Right. Khan banned for 2 years. Yeah, man. Khan said he said he could have got that from a handshake, bro. Khan said I could have got that from the handshake, man. Could have got that on his hand from a handshake to PDs. Hold on. I think it's a little bit more left in here, maybe. I think it might be a little bit left for Bill for you. You know, Khan banned himself because he didn't want to hurt any more fighters. Tell him, big dog. Tell him he did that to himself. You get what I'm saying? Right, Shower, we rocking with Fate, man. We rocking with Fate. But let me see. Might have a little bit more.
We don't, you know, man of my word, he come in and
yes, sir.
Wrong with Blue.
I'm texting him right now. I'm gonna put that together.
Yeah. There you go.
Know what I'm saying? Yeah, most definitely. So we want to see the best Devin Haney. We want to see how he look at 140. We know Regis is a big boy, and we know he can pop. And like you said earlier, Regis has been ducked like to no end. Don't nobody want to fight him. And it's funny, man. Look, I'm sorry. I gotta ask you this question, man. Now, y'all finna give. You point this out. Y'all finna give Regis an opportunity. You finna fight somebody who don't nobody want to fight.
Right.
This is a young Black American fighter who's a champion who can't get a fight. Y'all looking for the smoke. Some say y'all shouldn't be doing the brothers.
This is today.
Shakur, the way y'all did him by offering him a shot at all the titles and giving him 25%. Shouldn't do the brother that way. Meanwhile, they not offering the brother no fight. Can you talk about the offer y'all gave Shakur Stevenson, please?
Absolutely.
There you go.
You talk about
Joe. This for you, Joe.
Of anything.
Jay Grant was good, bro.
Shakur Stevenson hasn't gotten a percentage. He's gotten a flat fee. Period. There's not been no percentage of anything. He's always gotten a flat fee.
How you feeling, my bro?
When we went to Australia, they gave us a flat fee. There wasn't no fucking percentage with George Camboso's percentage of nothing. And we were the WBC world champion. And nobody said shit, you know. Then we had to do the rematch. There was a fucking flat fee. The fuck? There was no fucking percentage. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Then we did the option with Lomachenko. And the percentage kicked in. Right?
Right.
So now they said when you become undisputed and you didn't finish the contract, you're the top dog. So you give a person the flat fee. They get the flat fee to fight. What the fuck do you mean percentage? Percentage of what? You're not about to get no percentage of it with anybody else you fight. There's no percentage.
Right.
The pay-per-view percentage came because it was Devin and Lomachenko and he brought the pay-per-view. So that's when the percentages came. So then this guy said he wants 50%. 50% of what, man? You're not even.
Can somebody? I see this is that now. I've let everything else ride, but this can somebody please? And I'm being sincere and genuine. Can you please show me where Shakur Stevenson himself asked for 50%? Please, can somebody show me this? Like I can't understand like why people blur the lines. Like that's where you blur the lines. No, he didn't. He wasn't cool with the split percentage. Now you want to play on the words. Everybody was running around screaming percentages. So now it wasn't a percentage. It was, what was it? A split, however you want to phrase it. He wasn't cool with 25. You get what I'm saying? He made the one move that he was supposed to make, which is have his team go to the sanctioning bodies directly as he was supposed to do. That's what he did. And that's when everything died down with that fight. Right at that point, once he made the one move that he could make with his team, all of that fighting him, notice it died right there. Everybody was gung-ho with the 25 because y'all didn't think he was going to pull that move. So everybody was like, either take it or leave it. No, he did himself one better, got his team to contact the sanctioning bodies directly, two sanctioning bodies, to my knowledge, WBO and the WBC, which was the two titles that he held in the previous weight class, right? Them the two sanctioning bodies that his team contacted, and everything just went to nothing. Now as I'm fighting Regis. So I hope people, and that's not me putting no spin on it, that's exactly the timeline in which it happened. People didn't think he was going to make the move. He did it. When he did it, they said, what took you so long? You took too long to do it. You get what I'm saying? You took too long. So like when he actually did it, then it moved on and we fighting Regis. The Shakur never asked for 50%. Nowhere. People just be making it up. Show me where. Where did he ask for that? I sat here and read everything. I read the letter that his team wrote to them. Shakur never asked for 50%. Where? That's up to them to decide what the percentage will be, not him. You can ask for what you want to ask for. What is he supposed to ask for less? You get what I'm saying? You go as high as you absolutely can. That's what you do. You get what I'm saying? You don't shortchange yourself. I don't get it. That's what happens. What happened in this situation to me is what happens when you have a good team that's willing to work for you. That's not to say the guy on the other side don't have a good team. They did. They made the move they made. He went and made the move he could make, and which was a chess move, in my opinion. He essentially let you know, look, I don't want this, so I'm going to make the one move that I can make and see what could happen from there. It was up to them, his teams, to hit the sanctioning bodies, and then they were going to decide a split. Shakur can't decide what he get, and he never was going to decide it. But he did. He went about it the right way. People said all he do is complain and cry. Well, he did. He went right to the people. And then they don't give credit where it's due. Instead of acknowledging and saying, yo, that's what's up. Touche. Nah, why did he take so long? Oh, he should have been did it. He really don't want it. It's like they keep moving the goalposts. Like, nah, that's what he did. He never asked for 50%. Why is people putting that on him? Show me where he said that. Show me where. Please. Like, I've been paying attention to this situation. That's the only part that got me. He never said that. He never said it. When did he say it? I really read the entire letter on here. What his team wrote, the entire letter. And in there, they can make an exception to the rule if they want to rule it 50-50, but it would be up to them. It would be up to them, not Shakur. You get what I'm saying? He did what he was supposed to do. Yes, he did. He said no initially to 25%. Cool. That's not on Devin Haney. There's no slight there. Cool. It's he used his A side, so to speak. He showed the A side in this equation, whatever it was, a flat fee, whatever you want to call it. Shakur wasn't cool with it. He got his people to contact them people, and now that fight is off the table, and people treating it like it never happened. That's mighty convenient that people are treating like what happened to the fight after that point. You get what I'm saying? So again, I just don't. I don't like that. He never asked for 50%, bro. He just wanted to be treated fairly. He said he know his worth. He's worth more than that. He never put a number on it. People are just putting words in his mouth, and they cool with doing it. But anyway, I don't want to go too far off track. That's the only thing I had a problem with. He never put a percentage on it. Like, his team did what his team was supposed to do, and he got a hell of a team, and they put him in a very good position. If we gonna fight, we gonna get treated fairly, or it ain't gonna be no fight. And what do you see? There's no fight. You got Regis and Dev, and I have no problem with that. I have no problem with Regis and Dev next. And it just right. They'll say he wanted 50. Shakur sent him his counter offer. And that man never asked for 50%. Again, this is another thing of where we got to take the word of him, and his word has been shaky in the past. It's just no disrespect. It'd be shaky. Like, nobody could validate that. We'll just have to believe that that's what he said. And even then, I'm pretty sure it's not him writing up the paperwork. You get what I'm saying? People are putting it on him. Nah, he got a good team behind him. Acknowledge that. Acknowledge because he got a good team behind him, y'all wasn't able to pull a 52 fake out. Or he didn't, I don't even want to say it was them. It's nothing on them. They was doing business. That's the promoter, Bob Arum. They offered that, whatever the case. Because he had a good team behind him, he didn't have to take that. That's all I'm saying. Don't have to be a negative for either side. He didn't have to take what was offered, and that was that. You get what I'm saying? So I just know once they contacted them sanctioning bodies, that was the end of the fight talks for me. I've heard nothing else about it since then. So make of it what you will, man. Negotiations, just he's in negotiate. I don't care, bro. Y'all can believe everything he say. No disrespect, but y'all can believe everything he say. Y'all can. That sounds mighty convenient, bro. That sounds mighty convenient. Mighty convenient. Mighty convenient, bro. Like, it sounds mighty convenient to me. Like, I can't run with that. I'm tired of taking like one-sided information. We got to take information from him that nobody else got, and we got to just run with that. I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't do that. He gonna say what makes him look good. And at the end of the day, it don't matter what he asked for. It's not up to him what he was gonna get. You get what I'm saying? It don't matter what he asked for. He wasn't gonna make the ultimate decision. If you go into negotiations, what do? Do you shoot low or do you shoot high? Savage Killer, salute, fan. Appreciate you stopping through. Pardon me if I missed you. Do you get what I'm saying, y'all? Because this ain't about nobody being wrong in this situation. I don't do that stuff. I don't care. I'm just telling you, I seen a guy do what he was supposed to do. I seen a young fighter get on top of his stuff and do what he's supposed to do. And you go into negotiations, do you start low or do you start high? You're going to start high. But ultimately, like I said, it would be up to them to decide what split it was going to be. So again, that's just like saying that is really saying nothing. Like, what is he supposed to do? Like, start low, just like to get what I'm saying? Like, people not even, they abandon all logic when it comes to the situation. Like, get what I'm saying? He ain't do nothing wrong. You get what I'm saying? Dev ain't never did nothing wrong with the 25%. That was never him. He never did nothing wrong in that situation. But again, instead of saying you didn't want something and letting that be the end of it, you made the next move to make. Let your people go do the fighting for you. That's why you got a team in boxing. And that's what he did. And as soon as he contacted these sanctioning bodies, no more fight. No more fight. You get what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. No, I'm not mad. I'm just like, I don't like don't put it on him. Like, but again, they're almost making it seem like asking for that is like something bad. He can't decide what he get. What am I gonna go into negotiations and shoot low? Yeah, give me 30%. Yeah, give me 28%. Like, you get what I'm saying? Just think about it. What would you do in this situation? Get what I'm saying? You're gonna do the same thing he did. It was a smart move on his behalf. Smart move, bro. Don't let nobody hold you. Don't become a hoe for boxing, bro. Over no belts. Straight like that. Yeah, I respect it. Yeah, I respect him not taking it. Yeah, I don't care. You ain't got to take what somebody get you. If you feel like you know your worth, stand on it. Straight like that. And that's what he did. And as a result, now he had to move on to the next order of business, which is Loma. Dev got business with Pro Gray, and I'm cool with that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not the guy to make these fighters look like bad guys, but I just don't like the false narratives and putting words in people's mouth. Are people telling half truths, are using their intelligence to blur the lines. Like, I see it all the time, bro. What he asked for, what he did was normal. This is what he was supposed to do. Actually, it was a smart ass move that a lot of people ain't gonna give it credit because that's not their guy. But it was a smart move, bro. And now I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done with it because this wasn't even, I don't want to like go off into the wrong conversation. You know what I mean? Salute to both of them boys at the end of the day. Both of them kings, man. They'll meet up eventually. But I said this before. When a fight finally does get made, all of this stuff that we seen now going on is not going to take place. Do you know why? Because people are going to truly want to fight. And when you truly want to fight, you're not going to have to go through all the hoops and bounds and back and forth and the games being played. You're going to know somebody want to fight. Trust me. I said this before. The fact that we knew about percentages and things like that told us everything, that we wasn't getting no fight between them. But salute to them, man. They'll get there in due time. They'll get there. They'll run there. They'll run there in due time. Y'all fools, man. They act like screwing out a 2-division world champion himself. Yeah, that don't mean nothing to them. That don't mean nothing. They keep saying, and again, I can't understand, like, when people say he didn't accomplish nothing at the weight class. So again, that's like saying, Boots, he ain't accomplished nothing at the weight class, so he still don't deserve a title shot. You get what I'm saying? It's like the same people that say he ain't did nothing at 35 is the same people that tell you Boots deserve a title shot. Those are the same exact people. Because in fact, he do. It has nothing to do with who he fought. It's that man got 31 fights undefeated. He deserved his opportunity, bro. You get what I'm saying? I see a lot of 52 fake out when it came to this situation because the fight never was truly going to be made, man. That's what everybody ignoring. This fight wasn't going to be made. Right. He has a lot of names. Right. Right, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. I think it's over with, bro. I think it was over with. Joe really love him some Bill Haney, bro.
This guy said he wants 50%. 50% of what, man?
Never said that.
On pay-per-view. You're not. If you go, you don't have anything to fight on pay-per-view for. Devin, the belts and everything make it the pay-per-view fight.
What did Loma have? What did Loma have to offer? What did Loma have to offer him, y'all? Since we talking about what did somebody have to offer? What did Loma have? Can somebody please tell me? And I'm being sincere. What did Loma have? What did Loma have? What did Loma have? You know what I'm saying? What did Loma have? I want to know. What did he have to offer him by fighting him? That's a very weak argument. Talking about he ain't had nothing to offer you. What did Loma have to offer? I want to know. Because if you got everything, what like when you say nothing to offer, what is it that he can have to offer if you got all the hardware? What could he offer you? Status. What's a better win right now, Joe? Beating Lomachenko or beating Shakur? What's a better win right now? Let's be real. Beating Lomachenko or beating Shakur? Beating a guy that lost by a dude, by a journeyman that had about 12, 13 losses. Get what I'm saying? He lost by a guy with, in terms of number of fights, and Teofimo was damn near a prospect. Get what I'm saying? So again, what we talking about? I want to know what he had to offer him. He had to offer him. You get what I'm saying? His status? What status? He was undisputed. He had everything Loma wanted. You get what I'm saying? He had everything Loma wanted. You get what I'm saying? So being honest, like Shakur would be a better win right now because he's not a guy that's considered on the tail end of his career, on his way out. Loma's not washed, but he's considered a guy that's on his way out. Shakur ain't on his way out. You get what I'm saying? He ain't got 2 losses. He ain't lose to no journeyman. He ain't lose to no prospect. He been a champion in 2 divisions, unified in 1. So again, when we talk about status, people just don't respect the work that the young man has put in just 20 fights. They don't respect it. It's just what it is, man. Loma ain't had nothing to offer him, and that's real, bro. He had nothing to offer either, but he still fought him. So that's how you know when a person really don't want to fight. And I'm going to say this and be very clear. I don't think he don't want to fight because he's scared. I just don't think that was in his immediate plans. I've been saying this all the time, all along. I just don't think that was in his immediate plans. But when people keep making all these weird arguments, like who does he fought at 135? Who did Loma beat at 135 to say he deserved a shot at Undisputed? Because remember, fighting dead meant he got a shot at Undisputed. What did he do to deserve it? Did he actually beat somebody that we thought he couldn't beat? Because if my memory serves me correct, he fought, about 3 tune-up fights in a row? Because that's what they was calling him. Nakatani, Richard Comey, Jermaine Ortiz, and that's out of their words. I didn't call them dudes tune-ups. That's what they said. So this dude had 3 tune-ups in a row, and you telling me 3 tune-ups in a row get you undisputed? An undisputed shot? Let's just be real. He had nothing to offer. Nothing. Maybe, yeah, it's still a credible win, but we talking about what did he have to give him? He had nothing to offer him. Nothing. You get what I'm saying? Nothing to offer. Telling you, man, you beat Shakur convincingly as opposed to a questionable win with Loma. I'm telling you, I think that does a lot more for your career than you having a close fight with Loma. To me, Larry Lopez was good with still better. And it's not about resumes, and resumes don't win fights, Larry. Resumes don't win fights. We found that out on the 29th, didn't we? Resumes do not win fights at all. And and your resume don't determine whether or not you deserve an opportunity at a fight either. It don't. Skills ain't always win the fight. For them at heavyweight classes, niggas hitting hard, punch, and it's over. Yeah, I mean, for sure with them heavyweights. With them heavyweights, for sure. As a W, let Devin keep those belts too. I'm not sure at RSV. I ain't hear nothing on it. I ain't hear nothing about it. He has Bob Arum. Just who? Who got Bob Arum? Loma. Loma lost to Jermaine Ortiz. Arguably, facts. Nakatani, Comey, and Ortiz is not tune-ups. Again, I don't know if you heard me correctly. Let me say it again. Those wasn't my words. That's what the words was. I mean, I think even Team Lomachenko or somebody from Top Rank called Ortiz a tune-up out their own mouth. Now, I know who's not tune-ups, but that's what they called them. So that's, to me, that's my number. Just 3 tune-ups in a row. That gets you any of them. And did anybody expect Lomachenko to lose any of those fights against Nakatani, against Comey? And he was very sharp against Nakatani. He dogged him. It was very impressive that win. Beat the hell out of Comey. Struggled with Ortiz that arguably lost that fight. But Comey and Nakatani destroyed those guys. Destroyed them. You know what I mean? And why he fight? And hey, so look, I'm glad you said that. Glad you said that, Joe. So this anime character, right? So you see how Larry, salute to Larry Lopez pulling up. Appreciate you. Sub to the channel if you haven't smashed that like button. You see how he's using Nakatani as a credible win? That same Nakatani was knocked out by this same anime character that Shakur Stevenson fought in his last fight. So the same Nakatani that had Teofimo Lopez questioning if he wanted, or saying that he don't want to fight tall fighters no more. That's the same guy that had him looking average. That same Nakatani, yeah, that guy got knocked out by Yoshino, who was then knocked out by Shakur Stevenson. Just want to put that in perspective. And Yoshino got in the ring after Pitbull Poodle Cruz and William Zepeda said no. So let's keep it all the way at buck. Let's talk about how he got in the ring with them. Because two people that everybody was saying would give him hell and give him a tough fight, both of them tucked their tails when it was time to fight. Let's put this in perspective. Let's not just tell half truths. Shakur fought Yoshino, who was undefeated, 16-0 with 12 knockouts, coming off a knockout win over Nakatani. And the only other one to knock him out was Lomachenko. So that's the same guy. You get what I'm saying? So again, what we talking about? What we talking about? You get what I'm saying? What we talking? We know if a certain somebody fought Nakatani, it would have went the distance with that anime character. Somebody would have went 12 rounds with that same anime character. I can guarantee you that. 12 rounds, 12 full rounds. Guaranteed you that. Flawless victory. My boy is like that, you know? And y'all know this all within the love of the sport, but y'all know y'all gonna get me fired up, man. Y'all get a respect where it's due. Stop. And listen, who do you know? Let's be real. Who do you know is having a harder time getting fights right now than Shakur Stevenson? Be real. Not no created ducks, not no just as soon as something don't happen, hey, he duck, just some unrealistic. No, we're really seeing people turn him down and not want to fight. Nobody want to acknowledge it, but everybody mad because people saying that they're picking him to be one of the best, if not the best fighter at 135. Why y'all guys there and they don't like that? Get what I'm saying? Y'all don't like that, do y'all? Who having a harder time getting a fight? Get what I'm saying? You got the great high-tech Vasyl Lomachenko, who just arguably to some of y'all, not to me, because I had dad beating him, and I'll always have dad beating him. But you got the great Vasyl high-tech Lomachenko is deflecting. You got Shakur pressing him, and he turned it to Dev, pointing at the easy work. He pointing at the easy. He said, hey, man, I got unfinished business with him. I don't want no smoke with you. Guarantee you, if them shoe was on the other foot, y'all would be calling this out. Loma is looking bad. Tell me why is he comfortable with running it back with Dad, but not getting in the ring with Shakur? Tell me that. That's something that people want to ignore, huh? I ain't ignoring it. It's a reason. He know what time it is. He know he's going to get his ass whooped. He know it. And he don't want to lose the back-to-back elite fighters. He just don't want to do it. Salute to Dad. I'm glad he beat him up. I'm glad he beat him up for being a sucker. Once that got Shakur's today, was that high risk, low rewards? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll tell you this. After he fight for this vacant belt, then we're gonna see who really want that smoke. You know, we're gonna see who gonna really want that smoke. Devin, turn him down. Turn who down? Shakur? I'll tell you what, the last move that was made was by Shakur and his team. I'll tell you that. Shakur got a vacant belt. What vacant belt? He ain't got a belt yet. You say he gonna get a vacant belt? That's what you saying? Loma not fighting for a vacant belt. I don't know why y'all keep saying that like that's a bad thing. Didn't y'all man fight for a vacant belt? Or did they just send it to him? Then he fight for, what's wrong with fighting? Somebody got to fight for the title. Somebody got to fight for a title, especially when the champion didn't want to fight him. Well, we wouldn't be even going through all of this. We wouldn't be going through all of this. Telling y'all, we wouldn't be going through all of this. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. I don't know, man. It ain't about, see, y'all making it, see, and I see what y'all doing. Y'all making it about the vacant title. So y'all making, no, he don't want to fight Shakur. Don't keep making it about the belt. Why wouldn't you want the WBC belt? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why would you go an IBO route? Why would you fight Kambosos? Why would you do that? Exactly, man. Y'all ignoring the obvious. If Shakur was being pressed by any fighter in boxing the way he's pressing Loma, y'all would call it out. Call it what it is. Loma a sucker. But he's willing to get back in there with Dad talking about unfinished business. Just call it what it is, bro. Dude is a sucker. Y'all keep talking about he ain't fighting for no vacant belts. What are you gonna do? Fight Kambosos for the title that they stole from somebody? They just stole that belt from Maxie Hughes. Y'all know it. They stole that belt from that man. stealing, out here stealing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know why they keep making it seem like, yo, that's why I say, man, y'all don't know if belts matter or not, because y'all keep making it seem like fighting for a vacant title is something bad. It's not. It would, but at the same time, it would be an undisputed fight if a certain somebody was really trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't going to talk about that. Are we fighting for one belt? Just it don't make sense. Why don't it make sense? What is he going to do? What better option do we got, Jonathan? Tell me this. What better option do we got? Why is fighting for the WBC strap a bad thing? Explain this to me. Explain this to me. What is his better option, bro? What better option do we got? Just talk to me. Dave 2 years ago. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's a little bit different, man. I think these dudes really don't want to fight. They really don't want to fight. I hope Loma say, yeah, please, Loma. I'm about to DM, man. Matter of fact, do Loma speak English? Nah, he don't speak English, right? Y'all think he can get somebody to translate? I'm about to DM Loma right now, yo. If you don't fight Shakur, you a duck. Straight like that. I'm about to DM Loma right now, y'all. I done had it. Enough of this talk, bro. Vasil Lomachenko. Let me see. Nah, bro. I'm in his DMs now, bro. I'm telling him it's out your hands, bro. We done argue about this long enough, yo. You don't fight Shakur, you bogus as hell. All right, there we go. All right, bro. I'm gonna ask him, hey, yo, you fighting Shakur or not, bro? Nah, I ain't gonna be rude. I'm gonna say what's good. What's good? What you think I should call him, Matrix or High Tech? Which nickname y'all think he like more? Matrix? I think he liked the Matrix. I'm gonna say what's good, Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna call him Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Ask him. Yeah, I gotta know. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah. I just called him. I just said, hey, man, what's good, man? You fighting Shakur Stevenson next or what, champ? This how we gonna start doing. I forgot about this. I've been meaning to hit fighters up lately, man. I gotta start hitting these dudes, man. Trying to tell y'all. Imagine Shakur having a fight with Lomachenko, right? And then Devin pressing Loma, and Loma like, nah, Dev, I got unfinished business with Shakur. I don't want to fight you. Well, how would y'all look at that? Y'all be like, yo, he don't want no smoke with Dev, right? Because it would be true. I don't think he want. I hope he proved me wrong, man, getting that ring. But again, what better option do he got? Because y'all keep saying what he's not doing. I keep hearing y'all say what he's not doing. What are you going to do? Okay, Jonathan said vacant title's not bad, but why would he fight Shakur for a vacant belt? He's not doing it. He's ducking Shakur, but he's not fighting for the belt. So again, what's his better option, bro? Because you're saying, like, I get it. It's not a bad thing, but he's not fighting for vacant. So what is he going to do? What is he going to do? What better option do he got out there? Avoiding Haney for years. Although we was not knowing boxing, CANELO, Benavidez. I think Loma and them told him straight to his face why they didn't fight him. Loma versus Just next. I'm telling you, 10K, book it, bro. Hey, yeah, I should message him, and if you don't get back to me, I want the fade. You know what I'm saying? I want the fade. You know what I'm saying? Loma little ass. I'm little too, bro. I'm like, I'm a slim dude, but Loma being there styling on me, boy. Y'all see the Matrix back in the ring. I get in there with Loma. Y'all be like, damn, damn, that's my boy Just. Y'all had y'all phones like unsubscribe, boom, unsubscribe after y'all see how Loma probably do me. They be like, man, Just was talking all that cash up there, man. He get went in there, got his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? But nah, what's his better option is my thing, though. You get what I'm saying? I don't think he has a better option, realistically. I don't think Loma got a better option. You get what I'm saying? I don't think he got a better option. And again, he can't deflect to Dev because Dev already beat you up. He gave you an opportunity where he didn't have to. He beat you up. He's going to 140 to be great. Leave that man alone. He got other stuff to worry about, bro. He got other fights to worry about, bro. You focus on being back. And again, how many people, you get a shot at Undisputed, you lose, and then you get another opportunity at a WBC strap, which is one of the titles that you just fought for. But people going to say you're not going to fight for one belt. Why? Because you fought for them all. You better fight for the belt because if you let him get it, you might not never get another title. I'm telling you. Aisha, salute to the queen. How you feeling today? He probably will never get another belt. He a mark, yo. Loma, you a mark, bro. Telling you, I hope he hit my DM back too. Y'all think I'm playing? I really DM'd him, yo. I'm tired of playing, man. Loma gotta give us what we want, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's out of his control at this point. How you feeling? How you should wait till Dad gets stripped again? They're not gonna let him keep the belts. We forget Shakur petition for that WBL. Nah, I ain't forget. I just hate it. Even me being me, I like the thought of Shakur fighting for a title, but I ain't want to see nobody get stripped for that to happen. You get what I'm saying? I think that is weak. I ain't want to see nobody get stripped for no fight that had to happen, but it is what it is. I'll say this: if he's not gonna go back down to 35 anyway, it's not gonna matter. You get what I'm saying? It's not gonna matter anyway. They probably saving him some money in the long run. You get what I'm saying? Probably saving him some money in the long run. Showing on a 3 fight from undisputed. 1 fight from undisputed. Talk to him. You dig what I'm saying, Bole? They don't even get it. That's why I say, like, why wouldn't you want that? Yeah, catch this fade, Loma. You fight either you fight Shakur or you fighting Just Do. Which one? Which one, bro? It's out of your control at this point. You don't want to fight Shakur? I don't think so either. At least not for Loma. Loma looking like he don't want to fight him, period. Shakur, Dev seemed like he ain't had plans on fighting him at 35, and he's not. And I ain't faulting him for that. I don't think it's a matter of being scared or none of that stuff. I don't think it's that. Just think it's a matter of plans and things like that. Get what I'm saying? Think it's a matter of plans, but we gonna see, man. We will see how all of this stuff shake out, man. We will see. What time? What tonight? And Keith Thurman, somebody tell Keith Thurman he gotta chill, bro. Keep talking about he beat up Philly boys. So Keith Thurman gonna get himself hurt playing around with them Philly boys. They gonna hear that stuff Keith Thurman saying and put hands on his ass. Hey, Kello, what's good, my bro? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you stopping through. So we're not beating these young boys. Yeah, I think he knows. I don't think he's confident at all against Shakur. I just don't. At least that's what it seemed like. But let me play the rest of this. This is a little bit more. I'm gonna try not to stop it. Let me let Bill finish speaking on this last bit, yo.
You see what I'm saying? So then that's when the percentages came in.
But again.
There's no way you can get 50%.
Facts, bro.
From the undisputed champion, and you're the challenger. And if you have a 50% split on one belt, what about the rest of the belts? Don't you want them too? So that's why. Nah.
Nice try, buddy. Not gonna do that, yo. Y'all slick, yo. That's why I call him a slick talker, and I rock with him because he's great for boxing, yo. Bill Haney is great for boxing, bro. He's a slick guy, bro. He's a slick guy. I appreciate you, Kello. Much love, Brody. We just wrap it up, and I'm gonna let Bill finish speaking his piece.
When he said that he wanted something outside of a flat fee, I was like, man, you tripping, man.
Why?
I told them people to.
Why is he tripping for allowing his team to work for him? He's not tripping. He's smart. He's not tripping. He's smart. Why is he tripping for not doing what you want him to do? No, that's not tripping. He's being smart. I'm not about to let y'all hold me over no belts. Over no belts. I'm not about to let y'all hold me over no belts. Nah, bro. And that's really what it's about. You get what I'm saying? I'm not about to let and when I say y'all, I don't mean Bill or Dev. I mean, you're not about to let the powers that be or the system that's in place in boxing hold you over no belts. I appreciate the fact that he wasn't a desperate dude jumping to take anything. I'm glad he didn't do that. I'm glad he didn't do it. I'm glad. Nah, bro. You know your worth. Stand tall. Just stand tall on it, bro. Your time coming. All you gotta do is just keep winning. Keep whooping ass, bro. Keep beating ass. But let me finish playing this. Let me let Bill finish.
I said you tripping.
Yeah, he's still talking, Bole.
I'm not doing that. I wouldn't give a fuck if Floyd or whoever showed up. Like y'all said that this is the way it go. This is what we did. This is what we showed the greatness. And you talking about not give us 50-50 with Tank Davis.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
how about that? Now, how about
I call Bull? How about I call more Bull? Because that's two totally different situations, and people know that. But that's fun. Yeah, 50-50 Tank Davis. Well, do it. Do it then. Do it. Do it. News don't want to fight no Tank Davis, yo. I don't believe that. I don't believe they want to fight him.
Yeah, Floyd. Since you
not because I don't know
up
what the
for
issue
the
is, but I don't
black
believe
man, let's do 50-50 with Tank Davis, sir.
facts and keep beating everybody.
Yeah, how about that?
Watch how quickly that.
I'm not. I don't know if you calling. I mean, Larry, you might call what he say is all truth, but I'm not one of them people. I really think for myself, and I always come with respect behind how I approach situations when I'm talking about individuals in general. Like I'm a man first, so I'm not gonna come from a disrespectful place and call him a capper. Well, that's not even disrespectful. You say you be capping and lying, because it is. If people sat here and listen to what they hear and they feel like it's not lining up, they're gonna call it what it is. But just do. I stay down the middle. You're telling, first of all, the minute you said he asked for 50-50, you have to show me where he asked for that. You ain't got to show me nothing, but I don't think you can show anybody. You got nowhere where you can validate that he himself asked for 50-50. Then again, what would be wrong with that? It's negotiations. See, they contacted 2 sanctioning bodies. Why would they not start high? Why would they start low in negotiations? That's ignorant and stupid. But people ain't going to act like that's the case because it don't support their favorite fighter. Let's stop acting like the move SHAKUR made wasn't a smart one. It was a smart move. Yes, it was the only move he could make, and it was a smart move. But instead of people acknowledging it, they want to move the goalpost and make it seem like it's something wrong with what he did. Now it's, he's asking for something that he don't bring nothing to the table. He didn't ask for nothing. He went and contacted his folks, man. He put folks in them on that. You get what I'm saying? Folks in them was on that. Don't put that on him. They got a smart team behind them. They did what they were supposed to do for their fighter. Make sure that he get treated accordingly in every situation, belts or not. But that's the side that people don't want. They don't want to put themselves in his shoes. How would you move if you was in his shoes? I know everybody with their lying asses. Yeah, I would have just took 25. Yeah, whatever. Lying asses. You go, imagine you go into your job and they tell you getting paid tomorrow and you getting paid 25% less. You probably quit right then and there. You ain't telling me to take no pay cut because you got belts that's going to take that same money right back from me. No, I'm not about to let you hold me in negotiations. You got a good team, but I got a damn good team too, and I'm going to utilize it. And that's what he did. That's exactly what he did. I'm not letting you hold me for some belts that they going to make me pay for once I beat your ass and take them from you. What we talking about? And then everybody seem like they know his personal situation, talking about how many people he got to pay. Well, don't that sound like more of a reason not to take no low ball? Don't that sound like more of a reason if you got more people, whether they more people relying on you, whether their hands is in your pocket? I don't know, whatever the case is. But wouldn't that be more of the initiative not to take a low ball offer? Exactly my point. Don't let them hold you out over no belts. If he did it, that's cool. That worked out for him in his career. What worked out for him might not work out for you. Carve your own path and do it your own way. If you felt like your path to greatness wasn't taking 25%, then so be it. Me as a supporter of his, I could rock with it, because you're gonna have to show me something in the ring. We could talk percentages all day. None of that stuff gonna matter when you lace up them gloves and you gotta be on the other side of that man. You gotta fight him. You get what I'm saying? No percent ain't gonna matter. Get what I'm saying? Floyd ain't had no choice. Floyd ain't take a pay cut. Floyd was the B side. Floyd took whatever he had to take what he was given. You get what I'm saying? That's what happened when you're the B side. Floyd took what he was given, and I think that's a different situation, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't trying to hold you. Oscar De La Hoya, it's totally different kettle of fish, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And the reason I say that, from that point on, beating Oscar De La Hoya made him undeniably the man. He was forever the A side. I don't know if beating Devin Haney makes SHAKUR Stevenson undeniably the A side from this point on. I don't think it does, because you got a guy like Tank Davis right there. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, he is the B side, but that don't mean you got to take bullshit money. You get what I'm saying, bro? That's all. That's always gonna be my point. People don't realize they be talking like fans when you're telling a man to take less than he's worth, than he feels like he's worth. Do y'all go to y'all job? Would y'all be willing to take less than you worth? I don't think so. Let's be realistic. That's why I don't think people be realistic with these situations. They just be fans. Don't take it anyway. Yeah, go get your head punched in for pennies on a dollar. Yeah, for our entertainment. Yeah, because when you lose, we ain't gonna care no way. Like, no, bro, no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. So again, would any of y'all take less money to work your job tomorrow? I don't think you would. So you can't ask somebody to take less than what they feel like they worth. Now, get what I'm saying? You can't determine his worth. People sitting at home telling that man what he worth and what he deserves. Imagine that. And ain't punch nobody in the face. You get what I'm saying? They treating him like he can boasters or something. This ain't no poo putt that want to fight. It's a real one. And y'all know that. This is why that BS offer was made in the first place. Y'all know what time it is. And like Glenn Johnson said, man, like the OG Glenn Johnson said, everybody in boxing know when you make offers like that, everybody know you don't want no fight. Everybody know. Everybody know you don't want it. Everybody knew. But I don't want to get into all that though, because I don't really care. I just know we got Regis and Dev coming up. That's money. And let's see if Loma step in there with Shakur. If not, hopefully they do exactly what they say they're gonna do and just go down the line. Pick the next great opponent. Line it up because I want to see it. We got fights to see, y'all. Be a star after that fight. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, the Canelo, I think with Tank being there, not saying he won't be some version of the man. You take his undefeated, take his titles and all that, you'll be the man, but you won't be an undeniably the man because you still got a guy on the other side. You know what I'm saying? You still got another guy on the other side, you know, Tank Davis that'll still be the man in his own right. So the situations and circumstances just different. You get what I'm saying? And Oscar was different, yo. Just Oscar was different. He fought everybody. Tank knocks out Spanish fighters. Respect Devin Cambosis made the save their offer and Dev took it. To be honest, it was the same type of, I think, what was it? Floyd got like a 70-30 split or something like that with Oscar, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it was the same thing for Dev. I think he took the similar type of 70-30 type split, somewhere like that. But again, just like Floyd himself said, just because you did it don't mean I gotta do it. You get what I'm saying? Just because I did it just because you did it don't mean I gotta do it. Sure, 25% is not a good deal. Bottom line facts, they know it, Kello. The fact that people put so much, he said, Tank knocks out Spanish fighter. The fact that people put so much stock into making that an argument it tells you everything you need to know, because they rather argue about that than seeing the actual fight because they don't want to see it. And she said, why was it a slave deal again? Right, because they said he was ducking when Cambosis offered a BS deal. That's what they said. Nah, absolutely. But you know, over here, see me, Jonathan, we can have fun. You might sound like I'm heated. I'm never mad. Like, we always have fun with this. And I genuinely root for the success of the fighters inside and outside the ring. Like, I really do. You know what I mean? Y'all know with me, I don't do personal. So we could have a little back and forth in the chat. We could talk junk to each other because it's fun. It's all fun. Like, I don't do no personals. Them dudes can fight their asses off, man. I just can't wait till they line it up for real, for real. And chasing scattered titles while Devin vacates. True. But again, that'll be his version of chasing greatness. You get what I'm saying, Larry? That's all. He just got to do it. You get what I'm saying? Right. Absolutely, you can. Absolutely. Salute to my cousin, man. Salute to everybody in the building. But yeah, man, I'm rooting for Dev. Period. Like, you get what I'm saying? Not just in his next fight in life. You know what I'm saying? I really root for boxing as a whole. You know what I mean? If I think you're going to lose a fight, that don't mean I'm rooting against you or rooting, you know what I mean, for your demise. But, you know, this is sports. We had fun. My dad's resume from Tanks, the argument so down to me. Darius Warren come right in talking that talk. Talk to him. Salute to you, fam. Smash that like button, subs to the channel if you haven't. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. Darius. I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. Oh shoot, my bad, but yeah, facts, Darius. I agree 100%, and I said that, and we was having that conversation, and this is it. When I had a conversation, it's not to try to dim the greatness of one fighter or the other. It's outside of the 50-50 fight that was Lomachenko. I think Tank definitely had the better resume. He fought. Just look at it. Just look at it. I ain't got to keep saying it. Just look at it. You know what I'm saying? Just look at it. And I think you show us an extreme level of greatness when you're able to navigate through multiple weight classes and be successful. You get what I'm saying? 26, 30, 35, have a fight at 40, come back to 35 and be dominant. Like, it's just different. Different is Oscar and bigger. A-Side and Devin, man. All facts, Savage Killer. All facts, bro. All facts. All right, slave deal because it's looking hypocrite. But it is, Aisha. It is. Because if we just being honest, and this is where people shoot themselves in the foot because they don't keep it real. I was saying this before. When he had to accept that deal, we was all feeling like he shouldn't have had to take that BS offer. But also some people went the extra mile and called it the slave deal. And then on top of that, by calling it the slave deal, and the slave deal was still more than what they was offering Shakur. So what Shakur is being offered is even worse than that. You get what I'm saying? It's even less than what he was offered. So I just want to be clear on that because people keep making that up. But at the same time, remember, the consensus was the reason Kambosos is giving me a BS offer because he thinks I won't take it because he's trying to duck me. So how then do you then turn around and do the same exact thing for even less of a percentage? And the case is not because you are trying to duck. That's by the Haney fans' logic, their own logic. That's not nothing I made up. That's 1,000,000%, 100%, 100,000,000% accurate the way they called it. When that situation was transpiring, that's exactly what they was calling. I was right here for it. I was right here for it. And I remember. And I was feeling like, nah, he shouldn't have to take no BS deal. But I also felt like he going to take it and beat the hell out of him. And look, 2 fights later, he beat the hell out that man. I'm glad he did. I'm glad he humbled the hell out of Kambosos. I was glad to see that. Now he feeling like Haney one of the best. Yeah, because he whooped your ass. It took 2 ass whoopings for you to get it. You know what I mean? Tank fight Cobra next. I still think it's a good move. He not fighting Cobra next, Larry. From what I hear, Cobra still got a rematch with Rayo. Rayo was in the process of changing his teams, and to my knowledge, and I think that's the holdup on the rematch. So Tank won't be fighting Chris Colbert. I mean, that man did the Devin. So yeah, want to spread it, and then again, when Floyd called that out, then they start tearing him up. But ain't he just speaking about being fair? Look, listen to what people only hear part of what he say. Look, he said, I can't say he deserved 50-50, 60-40. That's not my play. I can't say what he deserved, but I just think he needs to be treated fairly. What's wrong with that? It's like, it's really nothing wrong with what he said. Excuse me, y'all. It just probably came from Floyd and people don't like it. I'm telling you, facts. They do. They expose themselves when they do that. Out of slave deal and fight Tank. Do it. Nah, that's nah, but that's what he's saying basically. Nah, he like, yo, they did it to me, so I'm doing it to you. You get what I'm saying? It's like tit for tat. He did it, they did it to me, so I'm gonna do it to you. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't know about that. I don't know. But look, at the end of the day, I can't wait to see them fight. This is just fun. Like over here, y'all, we have fun with the conversation because it's not a personal. I always have to say that at the end of these conversations because it's all about having fun, yo. And I still stand strong on the things I say, but want to be clear, I don't attack guys and they personals and their characters. Devin Haney a real one, bro. He a real fighter in the sport of boxing. And I can't wait to see him mix it up with Regis Progress. It's gonna be a fun fight to watch, y'all. Gonna be a fun fight to watch. Fun fight to watch, for sure that. Definitely a fun fight to watch. Can't wait to see it. Like, over that stuff. Yeah, Tank, all these guys been calling out Tank for years. Hey, you want me to point something out, Larry? Check this out, fam. And as far as the Chris Colbert stuff, I think people was putting that out there just for it to grow legs and people to start talking negative, because some people started doing it. Not in here, but let me just point this out, right? They've been calling his name out. They've been calling Tank out for years, right, Larry? Right? And I could agree, because I hear people call his name all the time, right? You know what the crazy thing is about that? They call his name, right? What has anybody did? And this is an honest question. In your opinion, Larry, what has anybody done outside of mentioning his name that will show you that they want to fight him? What have they done outside of calling his name? Has anybody ever made any phone calls, anything? Like through the years, I've always heard people call his name, but I've never seen nobody do nothing more than that. Respectfully, all across the board. I've never seen it. Nobody never did it. Just call his name and then don't fight him. And then somehow it's his fault when they don't fight. Right. Yeah, Darius. He said he don't want to fight him either. I think it's free right now, and no one's calling. Kello. They never call him. They never do it. They do it when he got stuff lined up. That's why I said, I'm sorry. I see the smoke and mirrors. And they can't call me biased because I just call it down the middle. I see it. It's smoke and mirrors, bro. They don't be wanting to fight that dude. Everybody ain't sleepy, bro. That's why I said when I start seeing people mention them, I'm like, ain't no way you sleepy right now. I'll be looking at the screen, looking at the video like, you ain't sleepy right now. Stop lying. Stop lying, bro. You ain't sleepy. You sleepy? I'm going to start at you sleepy? You sleepy? Stop lying. Call Tank out. You sleepy? Call him out. Tank called Devin out also. Yeah, he said let's line it up or something like that after the fight, or after his fight with Kambosos, I think, something like that. I think that was the last time I remember him speaking on him. Said we could line it up. Tank, I don't know, but not right now. I don't think. Ryan and Rolly only ones who calling him, and they fought Savage Killer. Talk about it. Nah, but some of them they was calling him Savage, but the thing is, they was calling him the same way Ryan and Rolly was, but them the only two that fought him somehow. Right? Them the only two that fought him. If I say his name now, it's over there at the same energy been having after the Loma fight. He went dead silence on Tank. Now that's true. That's true though. That's true. That is true though. That is true, bro. It's true indeed. True indeed. True indeed. But it's always fun to talk about it. Big Keith, what's good with it, family? How you feeling, bro? Said you made it, man. Salute to you, fam. How you feeling? Let me got to how you feeling, man? How y'all feeling over there, man? It's always a Espinoza said that Haney offered to say he lying. Yeah, they said he lying. Facts. They say he lying, Dante. I said, man, y'all don't like hearing that. That's what I like to hear. Keep, man, you blessed. That's what I like to hear over there, bro. Good to see you in the building, man. I definitely was checking y'all out, man, the other day too, man. I told Champ to come, you know, when y'all touch back down, come tap in with me for sure. Tank push for the fight. Why you not pushing for the Haney and Shakur? I really wish I had more answers. Tank and Shakur beats Devin. Devin at 140 would be interesting. True indeed. True indeed. That's what I like to hear, man. That's why they make it 30 million. Got to call you out. That's dumb as hell. That's a good point. That's a good point. Right. It's what he worth. That's what I'm saying. That knockout worth it. That'd be the best sleep you got in your life, right? That's why he ran on. Miss Joette, you said it, not me. That was negotiated reason fight of the week after this Loma fight. True. So I told y'all that Shakur stuff wasn't, you know, I think he just did that to satisfy fans, to be real with y'all. I do. I don't think I don't think he's scared of Shakur, none of that. I just think he did that to satisfy the fans. And it was like, all right, since you talking, well, here, since you want these belts so bad, here, take this type deal, right? Not saying that, you get what I'm saying? I just think it was one of them. Going directly, not pushing to fight Tank since Tank the ace. I'll tell you what, Shakur he ain't going nowhere right now. So, you know, his he got some time to make that Tank fight for sure. I hope we do get that fight too. Dude, I swear I do. I hope, man. I hope. Yeah, man. It was good. So I go ask Shakur and Devin and not push. Oh, yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see. One thing for sure, you just never know what's going on behind the scenes. I'll tell you that. But I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again, man. Hey man, they go around, find out, tell him, go talk to him. He says it's a great fight right now. I got Tank, but Shakur can fight. Yeah, Tank got that melatonin, man. You got that NyQuil and melatonin, that vibranium. Does Matias have a fight coming up? Yes, cuz he fighting Igashev or something like that. Igashev, if I'm saying his name right, he is. Right, he is, but he still reaches. Right, he getting old ghost. He getting up there. He getting a little experienced. You know what I mean? As long as only fight that made Big Bunny fight Tank. Name another one. His weight. I don't know, but I'll say this. No, Ryan is the only one I think that made that type of money, Jonathan. I don't think he's the only one that made money. I think Tank be these dudes' biggest payday. So that's safe to say. Like if every time if you fight this guy, if I fight somebody, and every time the individual fight him and be their biggest payday, I think that's saying that speak volumes. Why you think people want to fight? You get what I'm saying? That's why people want to fight, because they know they're going to get paid. Rolly wanted to fight because he knows he's going to get paid. My bad. Both Shakur and Tank can box. Tank got the difference maker. Yeah, with that power. Yeah, with the power for sure, man. He got that melatonin. He gets to respect more orthodox. But absolutely, that's the fight to make, man. That's the fight. That's one of the fights to make in the future for sure. I definitely in the near future. The sooner I can get it, the better. But I can't wait to see it, man. Y'all know how these always come up, man. These names. But salute to him, man. Salute to Bud Crawford, man. And we'll see. And Errol Spence said that man is strong, man. He said Terence Crawford is strong, man. Terence Crawford is a strong guy. I believe him. Man. I believe him. Said Tank has been in 35, almost 5 years, and for the champions since game, boy. But you got to think, man, these dudes ain't trying to fight him either, though. It's not a one-sided thing, right? And again, when you're the responsible for guys making their biggest payday, people should be knocking down your door to fight you. Get what I'm saying? People should be knocking down your door to fight you. That's how I look at that. I really feel like that. Right, I got the fight done. Sitting in the talk, Oscar was on social media when people want to make fights. You get the fight done. Now go back and forth on social media. Right. And you see that Ryan, turns out he wanted it more than his promoter wanted it for him. He wanted it. And you could just listen to that's why I told people it wasn't Ryan Garcia. I was saying it. It was Oscar. That's why I was saying Oscar De La Hoya. Now you listen to the stuff that he said after the fight. Do that sound like a guy that wanted his fighter to get in there with Tank Davis? Hell no. Ryan wanted that fight for himself more than anybody else around him, to me. Paid more fighting Dev. I don't know. Shit. I don't know. But again, Dev is not nobody's biggest payday, and I can't back that up. You might have the numbers on that, but we all know that's not much of a debate. You get what I'm saying? Dev is not going to be people's biggest payday, and we know that. We really know that. Then that's no slight to him, but that's just something that Tank come with. That's what come with being a cash cow, being responsible for not only you putting asses in seats, but you getting paid and your opponent. So, but I don't know about how much he got paid exactly for when he fought Devin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just know anything is possible on that DAZN platform, because I believe that's the platform is on. They was saying it was overpaying everybody, so it's possible. Go to build, not sign a 3-fight deal. Put in your welcome. Yeah. Hector Garcia was a champion, still is a champion 130, right? Absolutely. I don't know why people don't give credit. They don't know how to I'm starting to realize people don't know how to assess talent outside of weight classes. Like if you fight somebody, like essentially that's what all fighters do when they're in the smaller weight classes. They move up more times than not. So when you do it, people well, he brought this one up from this one. He brought this. Tank came from 126. I don't ever again in life want to hear somebody say he brought somebody up from 130 ever in life. Ever, especially, and then he went up to 140 and fought Barrios, who was 6'1". They got that man listed at 6'1". So I don't never want to hear people say, "Oh, he brought this one up from 130." That man came from 126. It's a weird argument to have. It really is. And then, who are the champions that Tank is supposed to fight, and why they not trying to fight him? People keep saying how long he been there. The other guys been there. How long has Devin Haney been at 135? You said Tank been there for like 5 years. How long has Haney been there? And he fought, how many champions did he fight? See what I'm saying? Shit different, ain't it? When you think about it, it's not that much of it's not a drastic difference. You get what I'm saying? And respect to both of them, because I don't want to make it seem like but I feel like nobody is leaps and bounds over nobody in this. You know what I mean? They all around the same. You get what I'm saying? In terms of who they're fighting and not fighting. You know what I mean? They've got some leeway with the Loma win for sure, but who I'm not picking Loma to beat none of them right now, though. I wouldn't have picked them to beat Dev. I wouldn't have picked them to beat Shakur. I wouldn't pick them to beat Tank right now. None of them. I wouldn't pick none of them to beat him. And that's a y'all just cause you looking for a reason to take from him now. He's 6'1", dude. What you mean unnecessary? 6'1" Barrios was, and you wouldn't have known that if Barrios ain't run his mouth, but he didn't have a problem with it because he signed a contract, right? And he was talking about how he was gonna knock Tank out. So rehydration or not, his ass got whooped. You know what I mean? Talk to him, Kello. That's what I be trying to say. And Tank, and when y'all try to reduce his career to just 135. Do not forget to mention that he knocked out Barrios, an undefeated guy that was knocking everybody out at 140 that he was fighting. Don't forget to say that. Don't forget to say that he started at 26, was a champion there. Don't forget to say he jumped to 130. Well, he been in 4 different weight classes. Campaigned in 3, but been in 4. Had fights in 4. You can't forget to mention all of that when people try to reduce his career to 35. It's crazy to me. You know what I mean? We got to be better fans by start off by giving people their credit for their wins instead of taking credit from him. You know what I'm saying? You dig? Talk to him, Savage. Talk to him. I think so too. I do. I say it unapologetically. I think he's gonna hurt him. I don't think there's no way he keeps Tank out of his wheelhouse for 12 rounds at all. I don't think there's no way in that boxing green earth. But that's just me. 5 years ago, he fought Leo at 130. True indeed. That's a fact. That's a fact. Score instead of Hector. Cause he had top rank, bro. He over there at top rank. That's not that cut and dry just for him to fight Shakur with the snap of the finger like that. You know that. You heard Bob Arum just say, why would he be looking to make a big fight for Tank Davis? That you can start there for starters, why that fight probably didn't happen. You can start right there. A lot of people look at Tank, but they ignore what Bob Arum just said. He's not looking to make a big fight with Tank Davis when he can do it with fighters on his stable. So just think about that. He's not, and he's not. You get what I'm saying? He's a greedy dude. So you could think about it. Think about that for a second. Haven't got the titles on Cambozo, even though Cambozo had a fight last month. Nobody, and he lost. Aisha, he lost. They robbed dude. That was a robbery. They stole them titles from what's his name? Maxie Hughes. They wild for that too, bro. They wild for how they did that man Maxie. Bob said he would not make the Tank fight when he has all the talent on top rank. You can't ignore that. When y'all ask that question, don't forget that he said that. Pascal Tank hasn't been a champion for years. That doesn't deserve. Yo, man, is it really an argument as to who the cash cow is from what? Even what 147 down? Like, is it really? It has nothing to do with being a champion, Melvin. Respect to you, bro, but it has nothing to do with being a champion. You get what I'm saying? Him being a cash cow has absolutely nothing to do with being a champion. He actually shown you that he's been able to defy that logic of having to have belts to make money. Like it's the ball game is different when it's Tank. Nobody putting up them type of numbers. Nobody selling out like that. You get what I'm saying? It's not really no argument or debate. It's just a fact. You get what I'm saying? He getting dudes their biggest payday. Did people just hear what Ryan allegedly made? He made so much money reportedly that people just wanted to say he's capping. Nah, he didn't make that. I mean, now facts. Haney is very young and still growing, man. He accomplished a lot. This ain't no the Devin Haney hate channel though over here. You know what I mean? I support that thing. Bought this pay-per-view and I will buy that shit again if it was tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I contributed to the pay-per-view. You get what I'm saying? Brother Bakar was going to say around refuse to fight or even mention Loma's name. Loma ducked Devin for. Nah, he didn't duck him. He just didn't fight him because the fight made no sense. The fight made 0 sense. Zero. It's zero. And what was his name? Papachenko. What was his name? Dude told Bill straight to his face why they didn't fight him. He told him straight to his face. It wasn't about ducking him. I know that feels good to feel like, why would you duck somebody that long just to fight him in the long run? I swear, people really got to make that make sense. I don't ducking him. Like, think about it. He had a better chance at beating him earlier on. If he'd have fought him them years ago, he would have more than likely beat him. More than likely. Think about it. With all the experience that he got when they fought, it still was a 7-5 type of win. Just think about if he'd have fought them years ago without the experience. You really telling me you confident that he beats him? I just don't. I don't see how I can't. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, he the cash cow. He don't got to be the champ. You know what I'm saying? He defies that logic of having to have the belts to make money. You get what I'm saying? I don't do that. Don't fight black fighters thing. Like, that's just a narrative that people push. That's some old media shit right there. For real. Some old media shit. Because when you speak of Tank, how many of those other dudes? What black fighters are they fighting? When you say Tank don't fight black fighters, who else? What other black fighters are everybody else fighting? Did Devin Haney fight a black fighter in his last fight? Did he fight a black fighter in the fight before that? Oh, what about the fight before that? You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't. That's just some old media. That's an old media talking point, bro. It's not nobody that you're going to put Tank Davis in the ring with at 135 that he can't absolutely put to sleep. It's just nobody. It's not nobody. You get what I'm saying? That's why his name come up so much. He was ducking him. He had some confidence he would beat him. No. I don't know. I just think you being a super fan. If this fight was as close as it was, even given the 2 Kambosos wins and all the experience that he's gained over the years, you're telling me with confidence that if he'd have fought him years prior with way less experience, you're confident that he would have beat him based off what? How you feel, right? Yeah, I know. More than I know some real true diehard Devin Haney fans that admitted that he more than likely would have lost that fight. More than likely would have lost that fight. You know what I'm saying? More than likely. I don't know why y'all got so much hate for Tank. Like, oh, never mind. I remember, man. Just tell your girl, man, to tune in next time Tank fight, man. He'll be fighting soon, man. Y'all be mad. Tank ain't being protected by who? Why would you need to protect one of the hardest punchers in the absolute sport from anybody? Protect him from who? Devin? Why? Why would you need protecting from somebody that ain't knocked somebody out in about 4 years? He ain't had a knockout in about 4 years. Y'all talking about people being scared of him. And that's not me dissing them. It's like y'all just not realistic with y'all logic. Y'all just say anything. Nah, it's people scared of them. Who's scared? Like, based off what? Ducking how? Based off what? Your feelings? You get what I'm saying? Y'all be tripping off Tank. I don't know what it is, man. Tank moved up for Barris, who's coming down from 147, huh? Tank moved up. Fought Barrios, who was coming down. No, he wasn't coming down from 147. What are you talking about? What? His first fight at 147 was Keith Thurman. Where you been at, brother Bakari? Where you been at, fam? Where you been at? Where you been at? Where you been at? Barrios' first fight at 47 was Keith Thurman, dude. He came down from 147 to fight Tank. No, Tank went up to fight him. What was it? 2 weight classes? And at 5'5.5", and fought a 6'1" guy that was undefeated, knocking everybody out. Damn near he had mostly knockouts at 140. I'll pull it up so you can see it. And still to this day, nobody stopped stop Barrios, but Tank Davis? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, slick. Ain't picked that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Brother Bakari, you could over here, bro. I big up boxing, but I create the balance because I feel like Tank get a lot of flack unnecessarily. Like, you get what I'm saying? Where they say what he's not doing, but you can't tell me these other fighters are doing it either. They're not doing it. You get what I'm saying? I'm just making a point. Like, they say you're not fighting black fighters. I highlight the last 3-4 fights of a guy, and none of those guys are black opponents. So what we talking about? And it makes it seem like I'm hating on them, but that's not what I'm doing. It's just I'm pointing out people double standards. They only see or don't see what Tank is doing. They don't see or don't see what everybody else does. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Talk to him, Aisha. Talk to him. Don't forget the rehydration clause ain't got nothing to do with losing, man. Skills pay the bills. And if he had a problem with it, he shouldn't have signed on the dotted line. Fans can't punch either. That's why they love him. Cuzzo. Cuzzo. Now he being structured to the division. He ain't staying, even though he was going to be there all year. I didn't take fight Regis instead of Barrios. Oh boy, man. Won't you well, your boy about to fight Regis, so you know, let's see how he do. I don't know why you keep putting Tank name in your mouth so much. Why Tank ain't do this? Why Tank ain't do this? Why Tank ain't do that? You hear all this stuff about Tank, and ain't none of these dudes did nothing to try to fight him either. I just don't see it. So I don't know what y'all be talking about. Y'all be saying he ducked Devin where? You know what I'm saying? I don't see that. Y'all just be making stuff up. I've heard in the last 2 months that a total of 5 fighters ducked Devin Haney. In a span of 2 months, he has one of the most unrealistic and out of touch fan bases that I've ever witnessed in my entirety of watching boxing. I swear I've never seen anything like it. In a span of 2 months, they said about 5 different fighters. All of them are quality and far better than 99% of the guys on his resume, but they're all ducking him. None of them want to fight him. I've never seen or heard something more egregious and unrealistic in my entire life in the sport of boxing. Y'all create Fantasy Island so y'all be comfortable about the perception of the fighter that you represent. It's weird to me. That dude is a hell of a fighter, but he don't need people making up like fake stories to try to make him better than what he actually is, bro. Y'all give me 2 seconds. Y'all smash that. Y'all give me a quick second. Y'all smash the like button for me. My bad, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging in there. Pardon me. Sorry about that. We are wrapping up though. But look, we gonna pick up on this build too tomorrow, man. Like I told y'all always free to come up. Y'all ain't gotta type in the chat. Y'all free to come up and build with me. It's always a conversation with Just Do. You get what I'm saying? And I like to take my little jabs and talk my trash, but it's all within, you know, love of the sport. You get what I'm saying? It ain't never with, you know, no ill intent and nothing like that. Because at the end of the day, I support all these dudes and I want to see all of them win. You know what I'm saying? Except when they fight my bull. You know? Oh, man. But there's no money in it. Bigger fights. Now he's finally a decent man after all the years. And they saying it takes it every 5 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, you already know, brother Bakari. Listen, y'all always welcome over here. Over here, everybody opinion is respect. As long as it's with respect, I respect it. I don't argue people's opinions. I'm not gonna tell you wrong when you think differently than me. Y'all, I rock with you. You know what I mean? Y'all always could come up. Like, I'm gonna make sure I start doing more open panels, man. So we can start having more of these boxing conversations instead of me talking for 2 hours, 3 hours. We're gonna all make sure we could chime in. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really how I want to grow this channel. I want everybody to understand over here, you can feel free to think how you want to think. Rock with whatever fighter you rock with, because Just Do represents giving. Boxing is Just Do. I rock with all these dudes. Unless they give me a reason not to, I don't root on nobody's downfall. And when a fight happens, I just pick the guy that I think is going to win. And that's it. And I support the winner, win, lose, or draw. I support. You know what I mean? CMD Boxing Reports. Appreciate you, family. Much love, bro. Appreciate that, fam. Tay, the real queen of MMA combat. How you feeling, Tay? Appreciate you, queen. How you feeling today? Ain't Tay is the best friend in 2 years. Mega fight, Tank and Devin. Could be. Could be. Could be. It was good, Mike. They know. One thing I like over here, I think people are starting to really understand that with me, it's just us having fun, right? Get what I'm saying? Just having good fun with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's fun. That's what I'm trying to bring back. Let's have fun with the boxing conversations by not insulting people's intelligence when they think differently than you. And I think that's where most of the toxicity lie. People can't accept the way other people think outside of themselves, and it's weird. But over here, we all can have our opinions, and you know, I think we all some real diehards when we watch this sport. Every fight that come on, we hear. You know what I mean? I just called a Jake Paul card, y'all. We junkies over here. I was debating, hesitant. I really just called a Jake Paul card. Boxing junkies, bro. Over 5 hour stream. You know what I mean? Seen some good boxing on there too, man. So we just gonna keep building. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all do smash the like button, sub to the channel. Like I said, I'm gonna make sure we have a open panel or something tomorrow, man. We're gonna have to chop it up. I have to chop it up open panel. With facts at Kello, you already know. This it's always a dope, man. Salute to the queen, Aisha. Much love and appreciation. Tay, Mike, brother Bakar. Salute to the queen, Miss Joette, my baby girl, Miss Just Do. Kello, my bro, CMD Boxing, man. All y'all, man. Salute to my cousin, Ashley's Corner. Much love and appreciation, y'all, man. We will build some more tomorrow. Peace and blessings to the queens, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I'm telling you, I love women's participation in the sport of boxing, yo. Y'all really make the grind worth it, yo. Y'all come here and y'all stick around to the end of the show. Don't think I don't notice that. I appreciate everybody that comes in and sticks around to the end of the show. That's love right there, man. So we just gonna keep building, y'all. Y'all already know. But with that, we gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all good Tuesday. And y'all all, you know, y'all tap right back in tomorrow, 4 o'clock our time, man. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Jersey, so your boy is on the East Coast. So we're gonna pick this up. We're gonna pick this. Yeah, I'm telling you, I swear, Kello. I've been saying that for the longest. I think women in sports is just like the dopest combination that you can have. Especially when they love the boxing, it's dope, bro. So salute to y'all ladies, man, the queens. Salute to my queen. Salute to the kings in the chat. The fellas, man, much love and appreciation to all y'all. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this good old Tuesday. Nah, facts though, cuz y'all the seasoning, man, the glue, the seasoning, and all that, man. But man, much love and appreciation, man. Y'all tap in tomorrow, man. We're gonna try to have an open panel discussion where we all could build for sure, man. So with that, family, we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Peace. CMD said he came down. We gotta make that Jersey connection, man. Salute to Jersey, man. Y'all know your boy over here rapping for Jersey strong. Salute to you, man. Salute to Camden. Got that bad boy Raymond Ford from Camden, you know what I mean? I rock with all the jerseys, but salute to you, bro. Appreciate you tapping in, man. And y'all tap back in tomorrow, 4 o'clock our time. We'll be back to chop it up again. With that, I'm up out of here, y'all. Black Belt Ben, what's good with it? Yeah, facts, Black Belt. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you, family. We out.